All right, guys, welcome in to War Dog Sports Broadcast, War Dog Football. A little technical difficulties. We've got some new setup going here. We switched from Ustream to YouTube. We had a little snafu at the beginning. We got it going now. And I think we're all up and running. Bless Parker, John Bearden here with you again for another season of War Dog Football.
I'm stoked, dude.
I am too.
I'm so pumped about this. Hey, the game's already underway. It's 3rd and 10. War Dogs, a couple of incomplete passes, one incomplete pass and a run for no gain. Gavin Payton back to pass. There's a throw. Looks like Damian Burns nearly had that.
That's incomplete.
I don't know if they're going to call that catch. Call it incomplete.
So War Dogs going to have to punt.
So Skylar Judd's coming out for the punt. No, it's not Skylar Judd. It's Christian. No, it's Gavin Payton's going to do the punt.
Going to do the punt.
Yeah. So we were playing Sequoia, Claremore Sequoia Eagles, isn't that right?
Yep.
And Claremore Sequoia in white, all white. War Dogs, blue jerseys, white pants with the blue stripes, blue helmets with the white block M. Bless, were you getting a little frustrated there, brother?
I was a tad
bit
on edge.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
It's a good thing we had the volume turned off.
Ball's loose out the muff
Come
punt.
on, get there, get him. There we go.
He's going to be knocked back and drove back by
somebody just ate him alive.
Christian Revis.
Revis is down there.
Maple.
But I think that was Clay McCormick did the most of that damage, yeah.
It was Maple, McCormick, and Revis on that tackle.
Revis, a sophomore. He's also the backup quarterback. Plays in the defensive backfield as well. Didn't get a lot of playing time last season, but we'll probably see him a bit more this season. Plays in the defensive backfield as well.
Just checking, make sure everything's up and running there. Little swing pass, and it's going to be driven out of bounds about the 47-yard line.
Isaac Lacey drives him out of bounds.
Looks like they're going to mark it about the 48-yard line. Into War Dog territory.
Now, season opener last season at Claremore Sequoia, we put it on these guys.
Yeah, and they remember that, I'm sure.
I'm sure they do. They're going to come out here and try to make a statement. Very first play from scrimmage for the War Dogs, and was a drop pass.
The ball's loose on the floor. War Dogs going to get that ball. Fumble recovered by the Miami War Dogs.
Right at the 45 in War Dog territory.
Let's see who comes out there with it. It's going to be number 44, Horn, with the recovery.
There we go. Matt Horn, senior, 5'11", 160. Coming up with the ball there.
Now right there, big plays. Now you got to capitalize off these turnovers. Yeah. You know, turnovers, coaches preach them things. We got to get that ball back. So defense, big stand right there. Gets the ball back on the 45 for the War Dogs. Gavin Payton comes out to lead the troops.
Just got a text here from my good buddy Butch Holland. Looking and sounding good. Go War Dogs. He's watching from Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Yeah, Butch, we switched from Ustream to YouTube this year, and this is our first go. So Gabe McCleary gets the handoff. He's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage and pushed back.
Yeah, I just had nothing there.
So back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the War Dogs.
Let me make a Facebook post here. I had told everybody we were having problems, but we are back up now.
So Maple checks out. Lacey checks in for the War Dogs. In the backfield with Payton will be McCleary. 4 wideouts, 2 to each side. Snaps back, fakes it, and he's going to keep it up the middle as Payton. He's going to spin ahead, and he's going to pick up about 5, maybe 6. Let's see where they mark this thing. It'll be just past the 50, so into Sequoia territory with about a 5.5-yard gain. So bring up 3rd and 5. Maple checks back in. And looks like McCleary will check out. So Maple, a bigger back, will be in the backfield next to Payton to his left. 2 wide receivers to each side. Snap is back. Hand off to Maple right at the middle. First down and more. He's at the 35-30. Powers inside 25. They say the ball came loose?
Yeah, they say he stripped it.
Nope, they're saying Miami ball still, so it must have been after
Ooh,
he was down.
Yeah.
So he's inside the 25 to about the 24.
Boy, just
big
a
run.
powerful run. Boy, Tanner Maple hit him and just smoked him. He's going to feel that tomorrow. He's going to feel that the rest of the game.
McCleary checks in. Lacey checks out.
It is early in the game to be taking hits like that.
Hey, if you're delivering them, though,
yeah,
that's the key. You got to get your pads lower than theirs and deliver that blow.
And Tanner Maple did.
So McCleary will be in the backfield. Maple will be lined up at a wing back. 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Snap back. McCleary gets it, and he's going to be bottled
Caught
up
from behind.
He's going to get half a yard maybe. You know, like I said, we got this turnover down here, and man, you want to turn turnovers into points.
You got to make it. You got to get some points on the board.
Of course, we got a really good field goal kicker.
We do, Skylar Judd.
But we don't want to settle for field goals.
No,
we want to punch this thing in.
We don't want 3. We want 7. We want Judd kicking an extra point.
Two receivers each side. McCleary in the backfield with Peyton. Snap is back. Handoff. McCleary squirts through. He's at the 20, 15, 10,
go.
5.
Ball's loose.
And they recovered
by Sequoia
on the 5-yard line. Man, he was seeing blue
was,
right there.
And
you got to take care of the rock.
You got to take care of that.
Man.
Oh, my goodness.
Opportunity spoiled, but again, that's what Sequoia's defense is wanting. They want to turn over just like we got.
Ball right back.
But now you got them deep in their own territory on the 5-yard line. Boy, that's tough.
Oh.
Good run by McCleary.
That was, till that very last bit.
Got to take care of the biscuit. One receiver to the bottom of the screen. Guy in motion, snap, handoff. Up the middle, it's going to be about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Well, and he was just immediately swarmed right there. Mason Clark in on that. Keegan Kamumo as well.
And Mason Clark, a new addition to the defensive line. He didn't play much last year. He's starting on the defensive line. Keegan Kamumo is just a sophomore. Got a lot of time as a freshman last year.
Big kid.
You got Clay McCormick, who's a junior.
Keegan's listed 6'2", 205.
Snaps back. Up the middle again. He's fighting for yards, and he's going to get a first down. He's going to be close.
Pretty close.
Let's see where they mark it. He did get it. First down.
Change, yeah.
They're coming right up the middle on us.
Boy, they are. You know, and that was a problem last season as well, Bless. Teams are able to just run right up the middle on us.
What number is that over there?
Which is that?
21.
21. Ulysses Mora.
Playing corner out there.
Yeah.
Wide receiver way to the right. Quarterback takes snap, hands off. And he's going to be hit in the backfield and spun down.
Boy, he got smoked.
And that was Tanner Maple. Got in the backfield and made that stop for a loss of about 4.
Boy, that kid's stout.
Where did they put it down at? Yep, loss of 4 on that play. Bring it up 2nd and 14. That's a big play right there by Tanner Maple coming in from that linebacker.
Sure was.
He's playing that middle linebacker position. And came in, blew up right in the backfield and got that, spun him down.
2nd and 13 now. 6:06 left here in the first quarter.
Wide receiver to the bottom of the screen. Maple creeping up. Handoff inside. And he's been knocked down.
Somebody got him by the ankles.
He's going to gain about let's see. That referee's walking back and forth. Actually, he's going to be no gain.
Yeah.
Still going to be
There's
second.
Carson Folks on that stop.
Yeah, Carson,
That's my guy.
Carson, we got to see him come in at Wagner last year. Made a couple good plays.
Had a sack.
I've talked to Coach Gardner. He said that Carson is the first one in the weight room and the last one to leave.
Yep.
He said the kid does everything that you ask him to do, never complains, never gripes, just does what he's asked to do.
Great kid.
Big play here for the War Dogs, 3rd and 13.
We need to stop here, guys. We need a stop.
And he's going to hand it off up the middle, and it's going to be stopped.
Nothing. There we go.
They're going to pick up about 2. He's going to bring up 4th and 11. punting situation for Sequoia.
Hey, let's block this. Let's get a block right here. Run it in for a touchdown.
Seth Swingle will drop back to take this punt for the War Dogs. McCormick in on that tackle.
Moore playing corner up there on top of the screen. He didn't play much last season. He's one of my soccer guys. He is strong and he's fast and he's really coachable like Carson Folks too.
Snaps back.
Get there.
Kick is off.
Maple nearly got a hand on that.
Clear out, boys. Swingle's going to field it.
He's going to
be hit it immediately, which, that's one of them deals. Sometimes coaches tell you to get away from that, but if you let that hit, it may roll for 10 or 15 more yards.
Right.
Even though he got stopped right there in his tracks, you got to make sure you secure that if you're going to do it. And he did. War Dogs take over. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line in Sequoia territory. So Gavin,
so far, I think our offense has been able to move.
That first series they kind of stopped us a little bit, but that second series we was moving the ball great. We hope we was ready to go in the end zone.
Just got a turnover down there. Just
Peyton looks to pass,
he's
rolls out of the pocket. He's going to air one out to Throneberry, and it's going to be knocked away
at the last second.
Probably had just a little bit too much air under it. Let that defender catch up. But he was moving to his right.
Yeah. He had 2 pursuers right there getting ready to get him for a loss. So
anytime you're out of the pocket and throwing on the move, it's a tough throw.
Right.
So it brings up 2nd and 10.
Gavin, a senior this year, 6'1", 170.
3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. McCleary in the backfield with Peyton. Ooh.
I thought he was going to pull that away.
He tried to pull it away.
He tried to pull that away from McCleary.
And if he could have pulled that away, he had room.
He did. He had a gap. McCleary held on to it.
Yeah, he yanked that hard trying to get it out of the game.
I saw that. Boy, that's dangerous.
But Gabe got stopped for no gain, so it brings up 3rd and 10. Yeah, if Gavin pulls that one right there, he at least gets the first down.
He saw he had a hole right there, and I think McCleary held on to it, not wanting another fumble. I think he's going to be a little sensitive to that.
Same formation, 3 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. The one at the bottom is Burris, who's got some wheels. Drops back, looks to throw, pump fakes, goes for Burris.
Come on.
Burris has got a step, and just overthrown.
He got turned around and then couldn't get back. Couldn't get back to the ball. The ball's gone out of bounds. I don't know if that's really going to be possible to catch that one.
I don't think it was catchable. It did fade out of bounds a little ways, but Burris had his man beat right there.
Yeah, he did.
So 4th and 10. We're going to see what coach decides to do here. Of course, Peyton is the punter. And he's
Jinks coming out.
And he put Burris is out of the game.
Yeah, Burris is out. Jinks coming on.
So let's see if we're going to go for it here or if we're going to do one of them quick kicks.
Yeah.
The deep man for Sequoia has came up to a safety position, but you could see Gavin Peyton punt right here. And he's
going to.
Which is brilliant.
Get there, Josh. Get there, Josh. Josh Throneberry just nearly gets there. As it is, ball comes in the end zone for a touchback.
Well, right there, Throneberry's got to run.
He's got to put the Jets on. Can't hesitate right there.
He slowed down.
Yeah.
And he probably could have caught up to that ball if he'd have hustled down there. Anyway, the War Dogs will Sequoia will take over, on the 20-yard line. And the War Dogs will be back on defense.
3:26 left here in the first quarter. No score. War Dogs versus the Sequoia Eagles.
Ball will be on the far hash.
Yep.
Receiver all the way at the bottom of your screen here.
Seth Swingle coming down to cover that one.
Yeah, they got Swingle out here on an island. That guy moved early. The guy just took the hand off.
Yeah.
Oh!
And he just got popped.
Wow, what a hit.
Boy, I tell you what, that War Dog defensive line up front getting after some people right now. And Tanner Maple coming up from that middle linebacker position is just having his way.
That was no gain, but what a hit. You see his head snap back on that hit?
Yeah, he might need to go to chiropractor. He's going to have some whiplash after that.
Once again, same formation for them. They don't change their formation much. Receiver at the bottom of the screen. They're going to run the ball a lot. And here he is going to pass. As soon
Rolling
as I
out.
say that, they throw a little screen pass. He's wide open, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds about the 42-yard line, but he gets enough for a first down. He snuck him out of the backfield.
Horn and didn't see who else was in on that. Maybe Isaac Lacey.
They snuck that running back out of the backfield on that one. Nice little play.
Gets him a first down at about the 41 and 6-inch yard line.
You know, that's the thing about a team that runs it.
Yeah.
You got to be ready for that time if they sneak somebody out or make a throw.
Put you to sleep and then get you in trouble.
This time receiver go to the top of the screen.
It's Mora out there in coverage on the island.
Snap is back. That guy's moving early again.
Yeah, he's caught from behind, but
He's going to drag him for a couple yards.
He didn't get much.
Ball's loose. Wardogs got it.
They're going
to call it dead.
They're called it dead. Dadgummit.
They say he was down before that ball came out. I was getting ready to go wild right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can tell.
So the ball bit the 40-yard line, bring up about a 2nd and 7.
I got to straighten this cord out.
Receiver at the bottom of the screen. Snap back. Guy in motion. Gets it. Nice play by Carson Folk.
Woo!
To bring him down for a
Came off
5-yard loss.
Boy, Tanner Maple is fired up out there.
Carson Folks fights right off his block.
Come off his block and just stopped that one for a loss.
It'll be a 5-yard loss. Now it's going to make it 3rd and 12.
I tell you what, you can tell, especially with Maple and Folks right there, hey, that's weight room.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, for those of you that don't know, Coach Gardner, this is his 2nd season. He's a weight room freak. He loves the weight room. He wants his guys in the weight room. These guys have bought in. They're getting in the weight room, and you can see it translating to the field. Snaps back. He's going to throw, and there is no one there.
Nothing there, overthrown. Swingle was in pursuit, but he was beat.
That was a complete timing route there, though.
Yeah.
He was trying to just throw it up and have the guy run under it.
3rd and 11 now.
4th and 11.
4th and 11, all right.
The punt unit will come out. Swingle will drift back for the Dogs. Another stop by our defense. Our defense is looking really well.
Yeah.
Our offense is looking good, too. We just, coughed the ball up.
Got to get some points.
I talked to Coach Gardner 2 or 3 days ago and asked him how things were looking, how the guys were looking. He said, well, some days we look really, really, really good. Some days we look really, really, really bad.
Yeah, that's
the punt's off.
It
will not be fielded. It's going to roll.
Better let that go, Seth.
And it's going to be dead about the 28-yard line in War Dog territory. So Gavin Payton will bring his guys back out.
Carson Folks coming off the field right there, getting a drink. Man, that guy put in some work that series.
Guys, you're going to see from some of our sponsors here in just a little bit, and some of them have been with us for a while. We really appreciate our sponsors. Without them, we couldn't do this. We couldn't bring this to you. They fund the whole thing. We don't charge the school. We don't charge you, the viewer. So when you see these commercials here in a little bit, please, if you get an opportunity, thank those sponsors.
Oh, absolutely.
We got a few new ones this year, too.
Yeah. We didn't get to do a pregame show. We were battling our technical difficulties, and we just nearly got that fixed before kickoff. I think we were.
Thornberry makes the catch. Oh!
Hang on to that.
That ball just about came out.
It did.
And he's going to pick up about 8 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd and 2. We're almost to the end of this first quarter. 14 seconds to go. No score. War Dogs with the ball. And I think they're going to let this run down. I don't think they're going to get a playoff. We're down to 6 seconds, and we haven't even lined up yet. So they're not going to get this off. And you're getting ready to hear from those sponsors that I was talking about. So at the end of the first quarter, no score. We'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Nothing will make you smile more than a War Dog win and a visit to Family Dental Associates. Great smiles last a lifetime, and so does our War Dog pride.
Lessons are learned here. Traditions are honored here. Memories are made here. Pride is instilled here. We are Miami Public Schools.
We are War Dogs! We are War Dogs! We are War Dogs! This is the War Dog way!
Welcome to War Dog Nation.
Whoever said college kids are afraid to get their hands dirty has never been here. We've got a 200-acre farm and an equine facility equipped with 60 horse stalls, and we don't stop there. We've got 11 student groups and hands-on learning opportunities across 4 different degree programs. Come visit us online at neo.edu/ag and learn why we're the #1 place for Aggies. NEO Ag, branded in tradition for 100 years.
All right, guys, welcome back to WarDogSports.com. There are a few folks here on the field. And we'll be back to action. War Dogs will have the ball. Second and 2 on the 36-yard line. You see Jeremy Hogan, our superintendent, there in the blue and gray shirt with the M on it with sunglasses.
I think they're honoring some support staff right there, giving those guys some kudos, which
is great.
Yeah, it's great.
Mr. Hogan's done some great things since he's been here.
I tell you.
And he's a guy we need to make sure we find a way to keep.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Middle school principal Jeff Harlan coming out there, shaking hands too. He's a guy we graduated high school with. And Jeff, I think, was a year behind
younger.
us when
He was a year
89
younger.
graduate.
All right, here we are. We're getting ready to get back on the way. Second quarter, no score.
All right, boys, we need 2 yards.
Peyton will keep this one.
He did pull out and back, and
He's going to get enough for the first down.
be close.
Yeah, I think they got it ahead there. Yep, first and 10,
Move
War
the
Dogs.
chains.
So he kept that one, and Sequoia
Move
kind
those chains.
So they sniffed it out a little bit, but not before he gets first down. Be first and 10 from the 39.
It's a new set of downs for Gavin Payton and the War Dog offense.
2 receivers at the top, 2 to the bottom. He looks to pass. He throws a little flare pass out here.
Ah!
Oh, just off the
Isaac
fingertips.
Lacey.
And
Can't
incomplete.
reel that one in. He'd like to have that one back, I'm sure.
So that's going to bring up second and 10.
Isaac, a senior, 5'10", 165. Sure he would love to have that one right there back because that could have went a little bit.
Once again, 2 receivers each side. McCleary in the backfield. Hand off to McCleary. And he's going to get hit pretty hard after a gain of about 3. Spin ahead for one more.
Still scuffling down there a little bit.
It gains 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Now we got to make some real estate.
Two receivers each side. McCleary in the backfield with Peyton. Peyton takes a snap. He's going to throw it to Throneberry. Throneberry makes the catch, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down at about the 47-yard line. Needs to get to the 49, so he's 2 yards short. Bring up 4th and 2.
Let's see what they decide to do here.
Again, Peyton's our kicker, so
it's hard to say. Can't tell by the personnel on the field.
But I mean, that's good because you're going to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, sure.
They're going to either have to give up this possession on this kicker, or they're going to have a guy up to make a play. 2 receivers each side. He's going to look to the sideline and see what they want to do. It's been called. They're going to hand it off to McCleary, and he's going to be stopped.
Oh, close.
Oh, they're going to – where they got him marked, it's a first down.
Boy, that's close.
Well, it depends on which referee they go with. That's the one that had it marked as a first down right there. That's first down.
What are they going to do?
The one on this side had it marked short. That's first down. Boom, first down.
First down. Woo!
1st and 10, War Dogs.
So the gamble pays off. New set of downs.
Well, the way our defense is playing, you can gamble a little bit.
Sure,
They're playing well.
Sure, right there midfield.
And, you get a short yard situation. Now you're showing the kids, hey, I believe in you. I trust in you. Let's get this first down.
Oh, exactly. Showing young man McCleary that had the fumble right there before he stepped in the end zone. Hey, you're still
Burris
my guy.
Makes the catch, cuts inside, and he's going to be bottled up. He's still fighting. He's going to gain about 3, maybe 4.
He ran 15 to get it. He ran right into Trenton Spunnigle. And if you're Damian Burris and you run into Trenton Spunnigle, you're going to stop.
Maple has checked in at running back. It'll be 2nd and 6 inside Sequoia territory now at the 47. Maple is in the backfield. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. The one at the bottom is Burris. And Maple next to Peyton. Peyton will keep this one, pulls it out, cuts back inside. Now outside. Oh, shoestring tackle.
That's a
for a
first
first down.
That's good vision right there. Instead of Gavin, instead of following that lineman that pulled.
Well, if they don't make a shoestring tackle right there, he has a chance to score.
Yeah, boy, he was just about to get some momentum.
It's be another first down, 1st and 10, about the 39 in Sequoia territory. 9 minutes to go. 2nd quarter, no score.
Yeah, it's good vision right there by Gavin. Seeing the field and seeing what he had available. It looks like something his mother would have done, to be honest.
3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Snaps back. Peyton looks to throw.
Under pressure.
Under pressure. He's going to throw off balance. Oh, that's a hold. He grabbed a hold of him.
Yeah, we got away with the hold down here, too.
Wow. How could you not see that?
Yeah, we got to.
I mean, he grabbed his shoulder pads out there.
Yeah.
He doesn't grab that shoulder pads. He makes that catch right there. So, 2nd and 10. 39. I wish I had a flag I could throw from up here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
One with like a T-shirt cannon.
Or a whistle you could blow.
No, I'd rather have
Just
a
have a T-shirt cannon?
With a
And
flag
just
in
shoot a yellow flag out there?
Yeah.
Well, if they're not going to, you might as well.
Two receivers
Just
each
shoot
side.
it right out there at the white hat.
Maple still in running back. Maple does not get the handoff. He pulls it back.
Peyton
Peyton, he squirts through.
There
It's
he
at the
goes.
30,
There's
25,
his speed.
20,
That's it,
15,
baby.
10, 5. Touchdown! Nope, they're saying he stepped out of bounds.
Are you serious?
They're saying he stepped out of bounds about the 8.5-yard line.
I don't agree with that call. That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. Okay, well.
How did he step out of bounds?
I don't know.
He
I didn't see
He
him.
didn't have anybody close.
I don't know. So, from the 9-yard line, going to be first and goal for the War Dogs.
First and goal from the 9. Tanner Maple still in at running back. Boy, they've got me twice than I thought we was going to score.
Yeah, breaking my heart.
2 receivers each side.
I didn't take my blood pressure.
Gavin Payton pulls
Same
that one.
play. Same play.
He gets the outside, dives for the end zone. He's going to be short at the 1-yard line.
Boy, this guy
Second
over here is
and goal.
killing us, Bless. See Callie Mercer down there taking pictures. I bet she got a good one right there. She's right there by it.
So 2nd and goal from the 1. Peyton's really making some good decisions.
Well, he is.
On
He
when to
is.
pull that ball back. Timeout here by, let's see who called that.
I don't know, for either team is a good idea.
Timeout Sequoia. So while we're at this timeout, we're going to talk about a couple, one of our new sponsors. If I can get it here. It is Boho Groove. And Boho Groove is owned by a former War Dog. And her sister, both War Dogs, make hats for women. And there's a hat right here.
That's cool.
This is the Miami War Dog hat.
Yep.
And
My wife has one. Looks very, very similar.
there's
to that.
another angle of it. There is Kaya Payton. Her brother's the quarterback on the team tonight. There she is modeling that hat. But you can go to Boho Groove on Facebook, or you can find them on Pinterest, I believe. But you can go to their Facebook page, Boho Groove, and like their page, shop their inventory. They have tons of hats. They have college hats. They have hats for every occasion.
I like
really.
that horns down hat.
Yeah, she has a horns down hat.
I love that.
And we appreciate their sponsorship. And Like I said, we've known him for many, many years. So here we are, back to live action.
Peyton's going
Peyton's
to keep
gonna
that.
keep it.
He goes behind
Touchdown,
Maple.
War Dogs!
He went right in behind Tanner Maple. Tanner with a great block right there, sprung him. Goes in virtually untouched. Puts 6 on the board. That's going to bring Skylar Judd out on the field for the extra point.
That's the Boho Groove touchdown of the game.
Yeah.
But seriously,
There
guys,
you go, Gret.
go look at their Facebook page. You can click on their link from there. And, I mean, she has tons of hats. Hats for everything you can think of. So War Dogs lead 6-0. Skylar Judd trying to tack on the extra point here. Snaps down. Kick is up.
Bingo.
And it is good.
Right
War Dogs
down the
lead 7-0.
8:24 left in the first quarter. We're going to talk about some sponsors. Go
Yeah,
to
I'm going to
commercial
show a
real
couple
quick.
more here that we got. Picked up a new one here from NEO Orthopedics and Rehab. And Jason Fusier and Jamie Baker are the owners of that. And they are inside the gym here in Miami on North Main. And Jason's nephew is Carson Folks out here playing tonight. And Jason and his staff took care of my ankle. I tore a couple ligaments in my ankle, did an outstanding job. So if you need any kind of orthopedics or rehabilitation done, NEO Orthopedics and Rehabilitation is the place to go. And Bearskin Fitness. Bearskin Fitness is over at Wyandotte.
Yep.
One Turtle Drive in Wyandotte.
My wife goes there for yoga. 5-something in the morning. I don't know. I'm asleep.
Yeah, and they have an indoor pool. They have party rooms. You can have birthday parties there with your kids and have all their friends over to swim. But Bearskin Fitness is a new all-sport sponsor this year.
Oh, nice.
And so we appreciate Kelly Friend and Bearskin Fitness for their sponsorship. And if you would like a sponsorship, I'm
We're
just a guy
available.
that can help you out.
Yeah.
So you could get a hold of me, and we'll talk about it. We'll make it fit into your budget. We'd love to have you. So set to kick off. Is that Skylar?
Yep.
Couldn't tell. You didn't have them
Yeah,
shoes
Judd.
on.
Yeah, he doesn't have his orange shoes
I
on.
always knew that was him with the
He
shoes.
tore him up.
Judd kicks it off.
What's a dandy?
Nice kick down about the 11-yard line, fielded by Sequoia. And
Get in there, make a
he's gonna
tackle.
return it to about the 26 or 27.
Tanner Maple came flying at him. Dude wisely ducked out of the way because he was going to get smoked. And then a couple War Dogs, I didn't see who.
Throneberry was in on there.
After, was he? Not surprised.
You can tell Throneberry because he's got the orange gloves this year, so he'll be easy to spot.
Yeah.
That's what Judge used to have them orange
Yeah,
shoes.
he had those orange shoes. They're black with a red. Looks like he's wearing some Nike stuff today.
So Sequoia now will change up their formation a little. They got 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Single back in the backfield with the quarterback. Snap is back. Handoff. Nope. There you go. They had a
That's
false start. You know, they've been kind of moving early all game.
Yeah, they
And
let them
finally
get
got
away
him.
with it a little bit. Well, hey, I was really glad to see the War Dogs put a drive together, move down the field. I don't know what the stats are and how many plays that drive was. It went a little over 50 yards and ate up a ton of clock. But I think they had, 3-4 first downs on that drive?
Yeah, they went for a fourth
Yeah.
and 2 and got it.
And so got in there, got some points on the board. That's going to help their confidence a ton.
2 receivers at the top of the screen again. And hand this one off at the middle.
You ain't going
and Clay
nowhere.
McCormick snuffs that one out.
I think Clay might have actually ate that guy. He stuffed him.
And that's going to be for no gain, maybe a
loss
of a half yard.
Yeah, Clay caught him back there deep.
And so that's going to bring up, after the penalty, a 2nd and 15.
Up front here, we got Kamumo, Clark, McCormick, and
Casey Perry playing on this end down here.
and
Snap is low, picked up.
folks out there on the other end.
And he's going to be brought down.
Got
He's going to
nothing out of
gain
that.
maybe a half yard. He's going to
That's
gain what they
Mason
lost in the
Clark
last
stuffed
play.
that.
So that's
Mason
going to
was
bring up 3rd and 14.
Mason was having none of that.
Casey Perry, who was helping on that tackle right there, was his stepdad is our Nutting Paint and Body Player of the Game sponsor.
Nice.
Nutting Paint and Body here in Miami. They changed their formation up. They've got 2 receivers, and they've went that this whole series.
Yeah.
They're probably going to throw right here.
I'd imagine
Low
so,
snap.
third
He's
and
looking to
14.
throw. The throw's off, and nice play.
That was Keaton Jinks. What? They're saying he got there early.
No way.
Caught a pass interference. That's going to be a first down.
No way. That's a
No,
horrible call.
That's a terrible call. He got there at the same time that ball did. He couldn't have timed that better.
That's a horrible call.
You're kidding me.
If I was out there, I'd be booing so loud right now.
I'm surprised you're not now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Boo.
Yes.
Horrible.
Ridiculous.
Horrible call.
Yeah, the fans are letting them have it too. And I don't blame them. That call was bad.
Yeah, it was.
So
That was a
Sequoia
good play.
starting off.
That was a really good play by Jinx.
That was. He timed that perfect.
And Jinx is just a sophomore and out there getting some playing time. Tell you what, I'd take a play like that all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Snaps back. Quarterback's going to keep it.
Keep that.
and
Got
he's gonna
another. Clay McCormick slung.
Ball's
him.
loose. Ball's loose.
He-
War Dogs got it. First and 10 Dogs.
Well, I don't even know if Clay McCormick realized he caused a fumble right there.
Carson
And look who
Folks
Carson
comes
Folks
out there
comes
with a
up
fumble
with
recovery.
it. Clay McCormick slung that guy to the ground so hard that ball came loose before he hit. Carson Folks jumps on it right then, and the offense is going to go to work. I think these Dogs are pumped up.
Yep.
And I think the fans over here on this side are pumped up. I mean, we got a good crowd here tonight, bub.
We do. Good crowd.
Beautiful night for War Dog football. Temperature's perfect.
First and 10 War Dogs from the 35. 2 receivers each side. McCleary in the backfield with Peyton. Snaps back. He looks to throw. Makes the throw. Caught by Swingle. Swingle turns it inside. Spins ahead. And he's going to get about 4.
Brought down by 4 Sequoia Eagles
If they're
there.
going to give him 5 to the 30.
Gave him forward progress
So it's going to be second and 5.
before he got pushed back there.
So that gives you got half your yardage here. You can run the
Yeah.
ball a couple times.
Yeah, you got some options now.
But you got the 2 receivers, so you're really spreading that defense out by getting those receivers out there. McCleary in the backfield, snaps back. Peyton's going to keep it.
He's gonna keep
He's going
that.
to get up the middle,
He's going to get his
and
5.
he's got the first down. So it'll be first and 10 just inside the 25 for the War Dogs.
Once again, Gavin Payton calls his own number, pulls it out right from McCleary's hands, and keeps that, goes counter. Picks
He
up
makes good
first down.
decisions.
That is a
Yeah,
good decision.
his mom made really good decisions, except for that one.
Yeah. She made a questionable one close to 20 years ago.
Nah, we're just teasing. It was a good decision.
Yeah, that's a pretty good decision.
Peyton's going to throw it the other way. Caught. And that's Burris, I
He's
believe.
gonna-
He's going to squirt up
he
the
sees
middle.
a hole right in
He's
the
going to be
middle.
inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line, maybe down to the 12. Let's
Boy,
see where they
Damien
mark it.
saw that opening right there in the middle. He said, I'm going to go that way. I think he's got an equipment malfunction here. He's coming in.
I think he's moving that arm around a little bit.
Is he? He's taking his helmet off. It's almost like he had something wrong with his face mask. No, he's going over here
He
to
had that dislocated
the
shoulder.
trainer table. Yeah, he's holding that shoulder. He's got that arm hanging a little bit. Yeah, I think he took a little sting right there.
2 receivers each side. McCleary in the backfield with Peyton. Snaps back. McCleary got this one up the
Gonna keep
middle.
that
He's going to be
he's met right
stopped.
there.
But I think he's going to get down to about the 10.
McCormick was pushing him forward, helping him out a little bit.
So Leland Hansen down here talking to Damian Burris on the sidelines. So it looks like McCleary picks up about 3 down just outside of the 10-yard line. Be second and 7 for the Dogs.
Well, he ain't hurt too bad. He's carrying his helmet in that hand, so
Peyton keeps it.
he's going to keep
Gets
it.
it 5,
That's
10, 5, touchdown! War Dogs!
Gavin Payton once again calls his own number, runs counter to the blocks, runs virtually untouched from 10 yards out.
Makes it 13-0. War Dogs, 4:21 to go, second quarter.
And look who's first one out there, Gardner. He's going to put Judd out here to tack on the extra point.
Snaps back, holds down. Kick is up.
Bingo.
And it's good. 14-0 War Dogs. We're going to take a quick break, let you hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Nice Concrete Construction is Northeast Oklahoma's leading concrete contractor. Founded in the mid-1980s, Nice Concrete Construction has come a long way since the early days, offering services for all earthwork, commercial concrete, residential concrete, and specializing in road construction and concrete parking lots. Big or small, Nice Concrete Construction has got you covered. Give us a call at 918-540-2259 or look us up on Facebook.
Never worry about your medications again when you use Osborne Drugs Pack My Meds. Pack My Meds packages your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications by the dose. Individual packets include the date and time that you need to take them. Up to a 30-day supply of every pill you take comes in a convenient box, and each packet can be easily torn off. It's safe, convenient, and you never have to worry or be confused about what medication to take or when to take it. Osborne Drugs in Miami.
All right, guys, welcome back to War Dog Sports. War Dogs up 14-0, 4:21 to go here in the second quarter. Skylar Judd set to kick off for the Dogs. You know, this could very easily be 28-0 right now.
Yeah, it very easily could. You're right.
That's going to be a high onside kick. It bounces. Oh, it goes out of bounds. Tough bounce right there.
Yeah, it was. Out of bounds before Isaac Lacey could get there.
I like the call, though.
I do,
Smell,
too. You
smell
got
blood.
momentum?
Smell blood. Go for the jugular.
Hey, let's put him away.
So now the defense is going to have to come out, make some stops. Which, hey, our defense, I think, has been playing great tonight.
Especially that defensive line. Those guys up front putting in work, and then Tanner Maple right there in that middle linebacker position. And Carson Folks, outside linebacker, just, getting it done tonight. By far. Probably on the field right now, he's the smallest guy. And he is getting it done.
So Sequoia will take over at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. They go back to the original formation they had with one wide receiver. He's all the way at the top of the screen. Quarterback under center. Snap is back, hands off, and stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage, Mason Clark.
Yeah, he's eating people alive.
And, Mason Clark, his dad, Ken Clark, went to
Big
school
sponsor.
and graduated from Sequoia.
Yeah.
But he is also he is our halftime sponsor
he's
today.
a big sponsor for us. We really appreciate
And Pizza Hut of
Group.
Miami was our pregame show sponsor. I apologize to them for not getting that in today. We had some stuff, but we're going to eat our pizza later.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about the pizza.
Yeah, we will.
And
hey, they helped us out last night at the NEO game.
there's a throw caught.
Boom.
And that is
Nice stick right there.
That is Jinx right there,
That was
wasn't
Keaton Jinx on that
it?
stop.
Comes up there and lays the wood. Flag on the play.
Keaton Jinx was the one called earlier for the pass interference.
See what the flag is.
I don't know. What? Tackling too hard?
I mean,
He blew
personal
him up.
foul against Miami.
Are you serious?
What the heck was it?
For why?
What happened?
Coach Homer's wanting an explanation. White Hat tells him something.
And Brad Homer, I was going to say this too. Coach Brad Homer, who was a homegrown product right here in Miami.
Daddy is a legend.
And his dad was the head coach here when we went through high school. Brad, has taken over as the defensive coordinator this year and is leading our defense and doing a good job of it.
Heck yeah.
Snaps back, fakes the throw. Maple is all over him.
And
the
look
whole
who's
defense
right there.
swarms
Look
him
who's
under.
right there, though. Carson Folks with the stick. No, it's Matt Horn. Carson was right there. No, it was Folks with the stick. Matt was right there behind him.
But Tanner Maple flushed him out there.
He did.
And Folks and McCormick.
Yeah,
And you saw a flood of guys come over and finish him off right
I like how they're flying around the ball. They're pursuing the ball, and I'm loving that.
That's a loss of 5. So bring up 2nd and 5. Ball at just outside of the 45-yard line in War Dog territory.
2nd and 14, isn't it, Bless?
Timeout.
Look at your first
Sequoia.
All right. Here we go, boys.
So this timeout, we'll take a second. And I'm going to run a commercial for you. We got a new
Good idea.
sponsor, and I want to run their commercial. and let you see them. And when you see this commercial, sign up because it's a blast. We'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Guys, come on, baby. Good times, guys. How many is that?
Here, Brett, get a picture.
Is that 17 or 18? That should be.
Hey, we're out here with the Spoonbill Wreckers.
Yeah.
Wrecking them.
Right on.
Say hi, John.
Nice. All right, guys. Yeah. Perfect. How many was that?
14, huh?
Yeah.
Fishing's good today.
Bill Records is the #1 here in the United States.
Ah.
I come from Brazil just for these guys. Thank you so much, Brian.
All right, guys, welcome back. That was Spoonbill Wreckers, and if you haven't been on a Spoonbill fishing trip with Spoonbill Wreckers, you're missing out. Those guys have a blast. You'll catch a ton of fish, and you're going to catch some big fish. So if you want the opportunity to go catch them, give them a call. They also have a Facebook page. Quarterback drops back, nothing there. He's going to be sacked for another loss. There's Carson Folks and Clay McCormick again on the tackle for another loss. About a 2-yard loss on that one. It's going to bring up 3rd and 16. Another timeout called here. So we're going to take another quick break. And we'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Security Bank and Trust Company is your full-service, locally owned community bank that has proudly served the Miami, Oklahoma area since 1922. Security offers you 3 convenient locations, 2 in Miami and 1 in Afton. At Security Bank, our staff works hard to understand the industry you operate in, working to nurture new ventures and help provide capital for key strategic decisions. We offer tailored solutions in a wide array of industries. What can we do for you? Thank you for banking with Security Bank.
Guys, welcome back. You talk about defense, man.
Yeah.
Brad Homer has these guys
He's
playing
got
at the top of their game right now.
He has them tuned in and motivated.
And I'm liking it, a lot. Third down. He drops back to throw under pressure. He's going to get the pass off. It's caught, and they're going to pick up a big chunk of that. They're marked out of bounds at – see where they set this thing down at. At the 37-yard line. It's going to bring up about a 4th and 6. So they picked up about 10 yards of that. Hey, what's happening, man? Doing all right? You can grab you one down there. We're going to be joined by
a real broadcast.
Yeah. We'll be joined by a legend here in the country.
Not even at my house.
4th down, snaps back. He looks to throw. He gets it off.
He's going to
be hit. He's going to spin ahead. He will get enough for the first down, I believe. Let's see where they mark this. It's going to be close, but I think he got enough. No, he's short. War Dogs are going to make the stop here.
Man, I thought he got past the sticks before they turned him down, but they're going.
That's going to be first down War Dogs.
War Dogs.
Well, I tell you what, the War Dog defense tonight has came to play. You've been watching this tonight?
I have. I've seen the whole thing. We stood down in the end zone with my buddy Stacy Satterwhite, and of course watching his son, and that I've known all of his life, and it's just fun. I've not been back to a War Dog game. I hate to say it, in probably 25 years. So it's kind of and I've been to this field because of the 8-man All-Star game and some things that Stacy pulls me into. But so I've seen it. I just haven't been here for the War Dogs.
Well, that's probably because you're kind of busy on Saturdays.
Yeah.
There are a lot of busy weekends in Stillwater, that's for sure.
Gavin Payton
tries
keeps
to get outside.
Himself. He's going to pick up about 5 or 6.
Flag on the play.
That's a late hit, I think.
I think it's going to be a hold on.
Oh, is it?
Throneberry, I believe.
But you know what it does? It gets the old blue blood rushing through you again because, I'm a proud Miami War Dog, and always proud that we're the only War Dogs out there. Right. And spent a lot of time on this field. My buddy Todd Snackenberg's back, and Todd, served in the military after high school.
Right. Marine Corps,
and that's right, in the Marine Corps, served in Desert Storm and several different tours. And he says he's not been back since he and I hugged on the other side of the field after a playoff loss, and we knew it was all over. We were boo-hooing like babies because we didn't want our War Dog careers to end. Of course, we weren't talented enough to keep playing. That's why I had to go into broadcasting and doing the public address for Oklahoma State.
And for those that don't know your voice, this is Larry Reese that has joined us. And Larry graduated in 1987.
87, that's right.
From Miami.
I was thinking, Buzz, we played on a pretty good baseball team together back in the day, too.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Led by Scott Beckemeyer and those guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tim
we
Walker.
Tim Walker. Coach Walker was great, Tim's dad.
There's a swing pass caught by Swingle. He gets away from one. He gets outside. He's at the 35. He gets pushed out of bounds about the 30. Excuse me, it's 25, and he gets pushed out at the 30.
I tell you guys do a good job. I've tuned in before and listened to you and old Matt Osborne, and so I've caught some of your work, and it's kind of fun to still be around athletics, and that's really why I went into it. I was like, man, when you're playing in Miami High School, you think, man, I'm playing everything. I must be pretty good. I'm going to get a bunch of college offers. And then about your junior year, you realize nobody's coming after me. How am I going to stay around sports? And that's when I said, and I always had a lot of people around Miami say, man, you got a good voice. You should go into radio. And that kind of stuck with me. I got a chance here, local radio, and I've been able to stay young because of sports.
Gavin Payton's
trying to get outside.
Again. Boy, shucking
tacklers.
Ball's loose.
And Sequoia, one War Dog was in there, and for Sequoia, and Sequoia will come up with it.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, ball security we got to work on. I know it's early in the season, but we're kind of carrying it out there like a loaf of bread, we always say, and just got to – there's going to be a lot to watch on the film, but I think we played hard and we played well, but then there's a lot of things you can still correct, and that's what happens early on.
Right. Lindsay, do you know who this guy is?
I do know.
Hi, how are you?
Lindsay's a graduate of Oklahoma State.
All right, awesome.
And she's back here as our cheer coach.
That's great.
And then she's John's daughter.
Yep.
So. Awesome. How about that? That is really cool.
Larry, you actually, like you said, you got your start broadcasting War Dog games.
Yeah, I'll tell you after this play here, but it's kind of fun because it's a local story. Got me into it.
Well, the defensive line pushes him
there.
I mean, he snaps the ball, and before
Tanner
he can take a
Maples
step,
right
the line's on him.
And Tanner Maples coming from a linebacker position.
Yeah, the Dogs are controlling the line of scrimmage, that's for sure. But, Mike Elmore, now, first of all, Chris Crosby was hired as a baseball coach.
Right.
And I'd given up baseball because we had football coaches doing it that we weren't really paying attention to
Coach
baseball.
Broyles.
So, Coach Broyles, who I love.
Yeah,
I loved him,
guy.
loved his wife. But it just wasn't a big deal. It was like wasting time until we get to football. And so Ronnie Coker and I both kind of gave it up. And they brought Chris Crosby, good Oklahoma State boy, in. And he turned things around, and he asked me to start doing public address.
Catch is made, brought down immediately after about a 3-yard gain down to the 36-yard line.
So I ended up calling the year that we won the state championship.
Right.
My senior year, 1987, I did the public address here at home, and that was a lot of fun, a lot of good experience. But when I graduated, Mike Elmore, another radio guy here locally, we went in, the guts of us, we just walked into KGLC, KSSM and said, hey, we think you ought to do War Dog basketball and you ought to hire us. And he said, you guys have any experience? We said, no, but we still think you ought to hire us. And they did.
Yeah. That throws high. Almost picked off.
And you talk about invaluable experience because what he did is he said, well, boys, if you can sell it, we'll do it. And he gave us kind of what he thought we ought to charge. He said, you go sell it. So there's a great experience. Here's the equipment with all the duct tape around it. And here's how you run it. And so Mike Elmore and I went store to store, and I remember Willie Osborne was the first one we talked to. My mom worked at Willie's store for 35 years, and then my first job was at Osborne Drug, and my brother Lance as well. But we went in there, and he bought it. The next store said no. The next store said yes. About every other store here in Miami, Oklahoma said yes. We went in and cut commercials, got great experience, and it was more of a variety show than a sports broadcast. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah,
that's going to be stopped short on fourth down.
Ball's loose. Get there.
And the incomplete pass.
Yeah,
but that is fourth down. The War Dogs defense makes another stop.
They played well. The defense definitely has. But
Brad Homer out there has just got them fired up.
Yeah.
He's got them running like a well-oiled machine.
So now with 35 seconds to go before the half, War Dogs lead 14-0. They take over on downs once again.
What do you think we do here, Bless? You think we take a shot, or we just be conservative and go into the –
No, I think you got to take a shot of some sort, at least one play.
Yeah.
What do you think, Larry? You do this every Saturday.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what this coaching staff's mindset is. You got to be pretty happy that you're up 14-0. If he's aggressive, then you take a shot. What's it going to hurt?
Yeah.
We've had some guys running open, and we've kind of sailed the football here early. You got to put more on a laser and see if we can get one. They're going.
Yeah, it's going to take.
Completion
Nice.
of
Throneberry out
for about 6 yards.
So back to that story. So we go cut commercials. We didn't know what we were doing, but we got all that valuable experience. And then when I got to Stillwater as a student, I was able to walk in to see Rex Holt, who's been the voice of cowboy wrestling and cowboy baseball for like 35 years now. And I walked in and said, if you ever need any help, I'm your guy. And he goes, have you done anything? And I was able, because of my friends here in Miami, Oklahoma, to say, yes, I've got some experience in here. And he hired me to do high school sports, and kind of the rest is history.
Swingle makes a catch. He's going to get out of bounds.
Gets the
about
clock
the
stop.
46-yard line down to 24 seconds. Really good clock management here.
No
by
doubt.
The War Dogs. Still had two
using both sidelines here too, and got it into the other side of the field, and you got a chance here now. You guys were right. They're aggressive.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's what I like about
Zach
Oklahoma
Gardner's
State and Mike Gundy. You know, I mean, we get pretty aggressive and throw the ball down the field. So
there's Ken Clark, just walked in. One of our sponsors.
Thanks for the warning.
Incomplete pass there.
What's up, big boy?
Hey, I'll tell you what, Ken, your boy Mason's playing one heck of a ball game
I
tonight.
think he ate somebody a while ago.
Yeah. Well, we figured he must have got his talent from his mom.
Yes, definitely. There is no doubt about that. We all know Sarah has the talent. Yes. You know what's nice about this is Ken does not have a microphone.
Yeah.
That is what is so nice about. We can say whatever we want.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, we're glad you walked in, Ken.
He can't defend himself.
We were trying to figure out the throw. Catch
There
made
you go.
by
Wow.
Throneberry down to
yep.
30
14
with 14
seconds.
Man, I'm telling you what, this is
This is impressive.
It is. It is. I mean, to make those throws on the run by Peyton, putting them right on the money, and our guys getting out of bounds, saving those 2 timeouts from when we may need it across the middle.
You know, I mentioned we sailed a couple early, but he's now on point, and he's really
down a
throwing
bit.
bullets out there, which you have to do to the sideline.
Yeah.
You float one on the sideline, it could be a pick six pretty easy.
He had to throw a bullet in there. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Here comes a bullet.
Oh, man.
Come
Gotta
on,
catch
Isaac.
that.
You got to catch that, brother.
Down to 11 seconds.
I think he looked upfield a little too quickly, don't you guys?
He was already looking where he's going to go with
Hey,
that.
I still love the uniforms. I love this color blue. I love the M on the helmets. I mean, it's just fun being back home and seeing everybody. And, of course, we're in town. My mom passed away a couple weeks ago, Linda Reese, that worked at Osborne's forever. And so we're having a celebration of life at the United Methodist Chapel, where she and my dad got married in 1964. So
Wow.
she'll be happy that we're there, and we're just going to celebrate her life and see a whole bunch of friends and really extended family. That's what is here in Miami.
And off to McCleary.
He's got a
He's
little
at
hole.
he gets inside the 20.
Timeout,
We're going to call a
timeout,
timeout right here.
timeout.
So with 4 seconds to go.
How are we on field goals, guys? Can we go?
really
we got a good
strong.
field goal.
So we
here.
can go from here, you think?
He's,
or-
he's coming out right now, actually.
All right.
Skylar Judd kicked a 45-yarder earlier.
Hey,
back-
I tell you what, that's a
back in
weapon
10.
in high school ball.
Yes, it
There's
is.
so many schools that don't even have a kicker, and they're
We
just
got a-
going for 2 all the time. And
We got a
Who
player
is it,
down
who is it
over there.
down?
is that who caught the ball over there, or who ran the ball, I should say?
It may be Gabe McCleary. I don't know. I can't
No,
see.
I think it's
Looks
Swingle.
like,
maybe.
is there an 8?
I think he's 83.
Okay.
I think it's
You know,
Swingle.
I'm getting older, so it's good. You guys aren't quite as old as me, but
yeah, we're
you
just
got
a year younger than you, though.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to need spotters. I can just tell you, because that's
a
what
good
I've
idea.
still got. Jason
He's up.
Pogue.
He's walking back his
That's
way.
good. Jason Pogue's still one of my spotters in Stillwater. He'll help me next weekend. And Jason and I, of course, played basketball together for the War Dogs, and he's a great guy. He's really
Jason's
a difference
a great
maker
guy.
at OSU, and he's been spotting for me. I don't know how long, probably maybe 10 years or so, but he's still the rookie on the team or the young guy on the team. So we still make him
He's
go get
still a
ice
new
cream.
guy?
He's the
Yeah.
new guy. He's got to get ice cream at halftime. So until somebody younger comes in, somebody's got to quit, and we hire somebody new. But Jason does great work for me. But the spotters are the key, but my spotters are getting older.
Right.
But they've got binoculars, so at least that helps.
All right, so here's going to be the field goal. It's going to
Come
be
on.
a 35-yard attempt.
Come on, Skylar.
Snaps back, holds good, kick is up.
That's good.
It looks good.
And it's good.
That's pretty.
17-0.
I tell you what, you go to the locker room feeling good about yourselves
Yeah.
right now, guys.
Yeah. Hey, and look who's out there congratulating them. Homer and Gardner.
How about
They're
that?
Fired up.
So that puts the War Dogs up 17-0 at the half. We're gonna
And listen, I see Rick Simpson
Yeah.
down here.
Oh, yeah.
He used to tape my ankles and tell me I had the ugliest feet he's ever seen in his life. And he has scarred me for life, and I'm glad I can call him out publicly now. But just seeing him back down there
Yeah.
with the War Dogs, I love that.
Yeah.
I tease him all the time. Every time I see him somewhere, he calls me coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been a coach
You know
in my
why?
life other than
You know why he
Little
does
League.
that? Because he can't remember our name.
Yeah, that's
He's
it.
getting so dang
That's
old,
it.
he can't remember our name. Because if I see him here in a little bit, he'll say, "Coach, what's up, Coach?" That's a good deal.
That's the deal. That's the deal.
That's what he's
he
doing.
can't remember your name.
I was gonna say what most people call me is totally different.
Yeah.
That's Ken. That's right.
Yeah. So Larry, I have a story about how this all started.
I'd love to hear it.
And it's kind of the same as yours. It
Okay.
started with the local radio station here in
Yeah.
town.
KGLC?
Yep.
Okay.
I was doing some football and basketball for them, and I had some War Dog alumni start sending me messages saying, "Hey, we hear you're on the air. We want to listen in. Is there a way
But we can't get it.
Right. Is there a way we can do it online?" So I went to the owner of the station and said, "Hey, is there a way we can get this online?"
Yeah.
He starts screaming and yelling at me.
He didn't like that
No,
idea.
he
huh?
told me to mind
He's
my own-
old school radio.
Yeah. He told me to mind my own business and stay out of his business. Hey, I'm just trying to tell you what people are asking me for. That's all.
Right.
And he said, like I said, do what I pay you to do.
Yep.
You talk on the air and leave the business to me.
Yeah.
But he was kind of a jerk about it. So
Yeah.
I went home and told my wife, I said, you know what? This guy really don't pay me much.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for the kids.
I'm going to look into it.
So I'm going to finish this year, but I ain't doing it for him no more.
Right.
And she said, well, do it yourself then.
Yeah. Great.
So I got thinking about it.
It's usually our wives that have the better ideas. Yeah.
So
They're motivators.
I called Eric Wells.
Yep. I remember Eric.
Who's one of the top computer guys for ExxonMobil.
Yeah.
Call him and say, hey, is there a way I could do this? So we ended up talking for a couple of weeks. Next thing you know, boom.
Yeah.
We're doing this. This is our 7th season.
How about that?
We just signed Grove this year. We're going to be doing Groves starting next week. It'll be our first year with Grove. And we had the Grove superintendent, athletic director, high school principal, school board president. They came up here last year.
Right.
When we were
Check it out.
Wanted to see how we do it and everything. So we took a little break, and they said, the superintendent said, well, I just got one question. How are you going to do the War Dog games and do our games?
Right.
He said, you can't be two places at once.
Hire somebody.
I said, oh.
Yeah.
You don't want me doing Grove games.
Yeah.
I said, I'd be rooting against you guys the whole
Yeah,
time.
that's
I'd be
right.
cheering for the other team.
That's right.
I said,
Those are rivals.
Yeah. So that wouldn't be enjoyable for your viewer at all.
So you said, I'll find somebody from Grove. Yeah.
But it was funny when they left. John goes, I can't believe you told him that.
Yeah.
I said, well, I had to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey.
Yeah. So I wore my War Dog sports shirt to work today. I just started a couple weeks ago at the hospital in Grove.
Yeah.
And I was getting some looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes both
Hey, that's
ways.
what's fun about sports.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'll tell you this: when I was diagnosed with throat cancer, I went down to OU Medical Center, and they were great down there. And I was wearing my bright orange, and they were taking care of me. And they came up with a good plan. But I told my wife when we walked out, I said, "Hey, I think they're good doctors, but I just feel dirty in there." So we can't go there. I ended up going to MD Anderson, luckily, because Boone Pickens had just given him $40 million, and he got me in quickly, and they did a great job again. You know, I'm now a little over 4 years cancer free, so very blessed.
Awesome.
And my radiologist down there found out that I announced OSU games, and he said, "You're probably worried about your voice." I said, "I am, but I'm more worried about walking my daughter down the aisle and growing old with my wife Jimmy, who's from Miami as well. Jimmy Don Walker used to be." And he goes, I understand. He goes, but you're going to be all right. I'm going to get you through this, but I'm going to protect your voice. We've gotten a lot better at this. And here's what he told me. He said, your voice might get a little deeper. I'm like, well, I'm okay with that. He goes, you might sound a little bit like Jack Buck. Well, I'm a huge Cardinal fan.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, if I can sound like Jack Buck and I didn't have to smoke 2 million cigarettes like he did, we've got a deal. And my radiologist, he got me through it, and all the prayer posse that was out there, all my friends from Miami, and my wife hit me over the head telling me to drink that protein shake. So glad to be past that. But I just saw HT, Harley Turner, and he was our math teacher and a coach, and he told me he's battling cancer right now. So we need to rally the prayer posse. He's got prostate cancer. It's been aggressive. He's started a couple of rounds of chemo. Was still eating a chicken wing out there, so that's good. But Harley, HT's a great guy. Still, he always called everybody by. You remember this? He called everybody by their initials.
Right.
He call you BP?
Yep.
Yeah, and so he saw
He
Todd
still does.
Snaggerberg, TS. So when Todd and I saw him, we go, HT, and I told him I still call my daughter LMR. I added the M in there for a middle name, but I said it's because of you that I call her LMR. And so anyway, I'm just saying let's rally the Miami prayer posse and the War Dog prayer posse for HT.
Absolutely. And, going back to your deal, when something like that goes on, I kind of creeped on your page some.
That's okay. That's what it's for.
And you can see that orange and crimson that all goes away.
It does. It
Because
does. You know,
I've seen a lot of Sooners that were
the fun of the
you.
rivalry is about the sports, but when it comes to a tragedy like a tornado and more, or it comes to a crazy person driving a car into a group of people at a homecoming parade and those things, or somebody having cancer, it doesn't matter what side you're on during the sporting events, you're rooting for those people. And I had a lot of Sooners rooting for me, a lot of Tulsa Golden Hurricane, a ton of my OSU family, and a whole bunch of War Dogs. I remember Bill Osborne Drug, they were selling I Ride with the Voice T-shirts, and that meant a lot to me. There wasn't a day that went by that I didn't get a message from somebody from Miami and pictures from here, and I mean it meant the world to me. So even though I haven't lived here since 1989 after 2 years of NEO, this is still home. My parents didn't move away till 4.5 years ago. We got them to Stillwater to be with the grandkids, and now I've lost both parents in the last year and 3 weeks now. So it's crazy. It's a weird feeling not to have your parents. It really is, because they've been there obviously for you your whole life. And but we're gonna have a good celebration tomorrow. But Miami's still family to me, and War Dogs mean a lot to me. I want us to get back to being competitive, and I like what I see tonight.
Yeah. I think we're on the right path. We
are.
And,
it looks like it.
Last year we got a little better. I think this year we're going to get a little better. I think every year we're just going to keep getting a little better.
When was the last time, guys, that we were really competitive? Because it's been a while,
2007, 2008 was the last time we hit the playoffs.
Okay,
yeah.
Yep. Because we were always kind of the little school that could.
Right.
We were always the overachieving school that maybe we didn't have as many players out there, but we were going to hit Bixby in the mouth, and we were going to hit Claremore in the mouth. And Bishop Kelly got us. My sophomore year, I had a broken collarbone from a JV game out here. I threw a touchdown pass to Byron Butler, and my offensive line wasn't great. Sorry to Leon Fouts and Brad and Allen. Might as well call those guys out too. No. But I broke my collarbone. Well, I didn't know it at the time, so we go up for the 2-point conversion because we didn't have a kicker in JV. I get hit again. We have a penalty. Snap it, get hit again. And I remember Bob Homer's kind of looking at me like, you need to toughen up. And so I finally just have to call a play, and we don't get the 2-point conversion. I come over my shoulder. I can't hardly lift up under center. I was playing quarterback. And I walk over, and Rick Simpson's the one. He goes, boy, he goes, you need, because I kind of had a bad look on my face. You need to change your attitude. And he pulls it out. I got a bone sticking out, broken collarbone. Everything changed. So I was telling some of the folks down there that Mark and Clark Osborne that I was actually taken by ambulance away from this field one night from a JV game because of that broken collarbone. But most of my memories are good ones. I don't know why I brought that one up, but just crazy times out here, and miss being in Miami. But we still get back every once in a while because Jimmy's son lives here with a couple of grandkids, and then her daughter lives in Columbus, Kansas, had twins 3 days after my mom passed. So we've been on a little bit of a roller coaster.
Cool. Well, I tell you, I don't have much orange in my
It's all right.
closet.
We're still praying for you. We're trying to – I mean, we're hoping to save your soul, bless, at some point. I can't help it that you were taken the wrong way. I mean, I'll admit I grew up here. Right. I thought I was an OU fan. Right. I mean, Steve Owens Boulevard was 3.5 blocks from my house. Right. I mean, and that's who you saw. But I was saved, and there's still hope for you. Well,
I will tell you, the one piece of orange I do have in my closet is I Ride with the Voice
Well, I
shirt.
appreciate that. And that's what I mean, man. I mean, we're, you and I played ball together, and we grew up together, and we don't see each other a ton, but we're still friends, still family, extended family, and I appreciate that. That's the kind of support I got. It meant a lot.
But I remember, I think probably last time I saw you in Miami, you was with your parents at Montana Mike's.
Yeah.
And I came walking in with my family.
Yeah.
And you said, "Oh, there's Parker still wearing that ugly crimson
That's
color."
exactly right. I got to give you grief. I did get asked crazily I did commencement for NEO here, probably 4 years ago maybe, and you can't say no to Dr. Hale.
Right.
And I had not graduated NEO. I was 6 hours short. This is more than you want to know, but I called him. I said, he was calling me about something, and I said, hey, I want to see about graduating NEO. I don't have that done. I got my degree from OSU, but it'd be nice to finish that up. And he said, I got a deal for you. We do a reverse transfer. You send me your OSU, your OSU hours and everything you took, and we'll figure out what hours transfer back. I'm like, heck of a deal. And he goes, and when we do that, you'll speak at commencement. I was like, I speak all the time, but I don't want to have to get up because you do a commencement, you got to kind of speak about yourself, and I don't like to do that in front of a crowd. I'd rather talk about big country or some of our teams, but he talked me into it, and I had some sleepless nights trying to think what I was going to say. But I did it right out here. My parents were here, and that night I at the end of my speech, I said, hey, if you all don't mind, I talked about growing up in a small town. I told the story about KGLC and getting my start. And there's so many benefits to growing up in a small town, guys, because everybody knows everybody. Everybody's willing to buy advertising from two kids that don't know what they're doing and give them a chance to do radio and give a guy a chance to get on the internet and do these broadcasts. And so I talked about hometowns, and I said, if you guys don't mind, I'll graduate with you tonight. And I pulled out my cap and gown, and I actually got
cool.
my. So it was a pretty cool ending to my speech. I don't know if my speech was any good, but that was kind of a fun part of it.
Cool.
Yeah, the ending at least was cool.
That's all people remember anyway.
Yeah, that's right. They just want me to shut up and get their degree, but I had to say a few things and talk about people in Miami that made such a difference in my life. I wouldn't be who I am today, and truthfully, I wouldn't be at OSU had NEO not been here.
Right.
That's why I worry about schools like NEO.
Right.
We got to keep them healthy, keep them vibrant, because a lot of kids,
the anchor of the community.
Yeah, and a lot of kids like me would not have gone on.
Sure.
To a 4-year school had NEO not been here saying, here's a little bit of scholarship money, come here, your parents live 2 blocks from here. If I hadn't done that and gained confidence, I wouldn't have gone on to OSU, and who knows what I'd be doing right now. So we've got to keep NEO in schools like this, these JUCOs, healthy, so that kids like me can move on and go a little further than we might have otherwise.
I was going to tell you, I left a little part out of my story.
Yeah.
And you reminded me of it a minute ago. But you know how you said when you guys went out and sold your advertising, the first person you went to was Willie Osborne.
Yeah.
When I started this, the first person I went to was Bill Osborne.
Yeah, same thing, same place.
And Bill
been
said,
an anchor of the community forever.
Right. Bill asked me, he goes, well, how you going to do it? I said, well, I don't know yet.
Is he the reason you had to get Matt Osborne on the air?
No.
That makes more sense now.
It's because Matt makes me laugh.
Matt cracks me. He's one of my best friends, and Matt makes the whole Osborne family makes me laugh, and because they could be painting the house and they're going to have fun doing it. Right? I interrupted you. Go ahead.
But Bill said, how you going to do it? I said, well, I don't know yet. He said, well, okay. How much money do you need? And I told him. He said, wrote me a check. Said, there you go.
And look at you now.
That's what got this all started.
Yeah.
Was him write me a check, and I didn't even know how I was going to make it happen yet.
Yeah.
But I knew I needed the money to buy equipment, and I mean, I played with different stuff, and I bought some stuff.
And now look at you. That looks great. I mean, everything looks great here. So I mean, you got some big time equipment. You've come a long way, and it's because people in town believed in you. Because growing up, because listen, if you're in Dallas, that's not happening.
No.
Right.
If you're in Oklahoma City, it's not. I mean, the general manager of the radio station is not going to take a meeting with some pup, like I was, or a young guy like you were with a dream, So really take advantage of being in a small town, because you got some opportunities in towns like Miami, Oklahoma that you wouldn't have other places.
That's correct. Well, now your brother Lance, he's also in Stillwater. Is that correct?
He's a pharmacist at a drugstore there. He's been there for a long time, and he's got 2 small kids that are just a lot of fun. And my wife Jimmy and I just bought a new house that we're refurbishing that was built, and it's a mid-century modern house, and we're having fun with that. It's a lot of work and
that video I saw you in the backyard didn't look like you was having a lot of fun.
No, she's working my tail off, That's the thing. When your wife is beautiful, she's also influential. So,
motivated.
I mean, our wives can make us do whatever the heck they need us to do, and so I'm out there doing whatever she needs me to do, moving rock or whatever. But we're having fun with that. And Stillwater's a great community, a little bit like Miami in the fact that everybody's friendly, and that's one of the things I fell in love with about it, kind of that family feel.
So how many years have you been doing the PA?
This will be my 29th doing Cowboy football.
Wow.
So I was a student when they hired me. Steve Buzzard was the media relations, or it used to be called sports information director. And I had just gotten to town, and my instructor, who I didn't think knew my name, a guy named Dr. Ed Paulin, gave him my name, said, because Steve needed somebody to do public address for women's basketball. And so I go over to the athletic department, this young student, and I go in and meet Steve Buzzard. And this is part of my hometown talk that I gave at commencement for NEO, because I went in, and Steve Buzzard's just trying to fill a job that he had for women's basketball. There might be 300 people at women's basketball back then. He goes, have you done public address? I said, yes. He goes, are you interested in this? I go, yeah. And he goes, where are you from? I said, Miami, Oklahoma. He goes, well, I'm from Quapaw. And his aunt worked in the office at Osborne Drug with my mom for years and years, Norma Maben. We hit it off immediately. He gave me the job. The next year, he put his neck out on the line for a young student, because there were faculty members at OSU who'd been doing football and men's basketball for 25 and 22 years, respectively. And he wanted this young student to do it all. So it was kind of a political, deal. And so he stuck his neck out on the line. The president of the university gets a call from one of those gentlemen. And, of course, they didn't want to give up the gig. They were having fun doing the public address for Cowboy football and Cowboy basketball. So Steve told the president of the university, called him and said, hey, you sure you want to do this? You sure you know what you're doing? He goes, I'll give the guy one more week to do it like I think this kid can. And because we want to make it a little more energetic and, because doing public address, the inflection of your voice can really influence how the crowd reacts. You're excited about a first down, but you can be even more excited if you hear it in the announcer's voice. And I forget the gentleman's name who's doing War Dogs, but he does a nice job.
Shannon
I've been listening to him. Yeah, he does a nice job.
He used to work for us.
Okay. Well, there you go.
He had to take a break for a while, so I jumped back in the booth.
Yeah, and now he's doing that. But he's got great inflection in his voice. And even on the radio, you get more excited when the guy on the radio or the TV is excited, and that's really what it's about. So right. I heard that. So the listener hears it, whether they're listening to you over the PA or they're listening to you over a broadcast. And so he wanted me to do it. So the guy was kind of just a good old boy, and he did it another game, and it was the same old. And so Steve put me in there and had confidence in this student. I became the first student to ever do it at OSU, and they haven't kicked me out yet. 29 seasons once I start next Saturday against McNeese State Saturday night, and Cowboys play tonight. But I've had so much fun, and it's kept me young. A lot of people say I've never graduated college. I really haven't. I've been there since '89. I've never gotten out, and I hope they never kick me out because it keeps me young, but it keeps me around what I wanted to be around.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
I love this. I love getting in the car and driving to the game. And,
you're excited about it.
Yeah, it's highlight of our week.
And
I've been looking forward to this since last game of last season.
Yeah, exactly, because this is fun stuff, guys.
A lot of our away games,
they
don't have room for us in the booths.
Yeah.
So they don't have a booth like this.
Yeah.
So we got a table. We set up in the stands, and we're with the people, and I love that.
Yeah, I love that, too. I've done that, and I've also, when I was doing high school games, when Rex Holt hired me at KSPI in Stillwater, sometimes there wouldn't be a booth at a high school baseball game. So I would be in my car and have all the equipment hooked up and hoping my car wouldn't fog up too bad where I couldn't see what the heck was going on because it's early season baseball and all those things. So, yeah, but being in the middle of the fans is a lot of fun. I mean, that's good stuff, too, because you kind of feed off the energy of the fans as well. So it's just fun, and it does keep us young guys. And sports teaches us so much in life, and it's just fun for guys like us to still get to be around it.
Have you ever been to a game at Tahlequah, Sequoia?
I don't think I've been to Tahlequah, Sequoia. I've been to Tahlequah, but I don't think I've been to Sequoia.
We went to Sequoia last year, second or third game of the season where it was, and they have like a little bowl that
the field sets down, kind of like Grove, sets down in a little bowl.
But their stands would hold like 40 people, so we weren't gonna be able to fit in there.
Right,
our fans wouldn't have a place, and we wouldn't have a good camera angle.
Right.
So we back up on the hill in my wife's Tahoe.
Yep.
I put a cameraman up on top of the Tahoe.
My son Eli.
How cold was it?
It wasn't cold.
Okay, wasn't cold. Okay, all right.
But he's standing up on top of the Tahoe filming.
Because he's the only one that wouldn't dent the roof.
Yeah.
Because if I dented the roof, we'd have been in trouble.
Yeah.
And I didn't want her to even know. I wasn't going to tell her.
Right.
But people started posting pictures. I'm like, okay,
of course.
I'm busted.
You're busted. Yeah.
But we were sitting in the back of the Tahoe calling the game from the back of the Tahoe.
Yeah.
And it was
having a blast.
It was probably one of the funnest games we've done.
It was. Jessica had the back seat folded down, and she's running all the TriCaster and everything from the back seat.
From the back seat of the Tahoe.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's
was
good
fun.
stuff.
But I love doing this, and I know, like you said, you love what you do.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't get to do this as a full-time job.
Right.
But man, it's a blast.
Well, my full-time job, really, what I do, I'm a senior associate AD for development, which means I'm the chief fundraiser for OSU athletics.
Awesome.
And we've had it's been a lot of fun because on game days I get to have fun doing what I went to school for. The rest of the time I'm just building relationships with people that love the same school I do. I go meet with them, try to inspire them to help us, and we've gone from not really having any good facilities. I mean, Gallagher-Iba was good, but it was the smallest basketball facility in the conference back in the day. So we spent $9 million for 40 years on. I'll throw one statistic out to you. 40 years. So we had a dilapidated track that I always say Godebo, Oklahoma wouldn't have been proud of. We had the smallest basketball arena in the conference, like I said. We had Rust-Oleum Stadium, thanks to our friends down south. They named it Rust-Oleum Stadium because it was rusty. I mean, we didn't have anything nice. We hadn't done. I mean, $9 million sounds like a lot over 40 years. That means you haven't done anything.
Right.
So over the last 12 years, we have spent about $550 million on facility improvements. So it's been fun to be a part of that and be in charge of the fundraising team and work along Coach Holder and some of Terry Don Phillips when he started it all with Gallagher Iber Arena because we had Eddie Sutton. So my day job is every bit as good as my game day job, and I'm just very blessed to get to do it for my alma mater, and like you're sitting here doing it for your alma mater. You got, I mean, this is fun stuff. So you have a little more passion when it's your school.
Sure,
you know, there's no doubt about that.
And that's why we couldn't broadcast for Grove.
That's exactly that. Back to that story that blessed. That's exactly why you're like, you don't want me doing it.
Right.
I'm not going to be as excited when you score a touchdown, and I'm not going to be as upset when you lose. So that's exactly right. So, and that's the other thing on the development team. I don't hire anybody that's not an OSU Cowboy because you're going to be more passionate about it, about the school, if you're one of us.
Right.
And you're also going to connect with our donors more quickly because the first question a donor is going to ask you when you sit down with them, if they don't know you, is when did you graduate from OSU? And if you say, well, I didn't. I graduated in '94 from Iowa State. You start at a different level than if you say, yeah, I graduated from Oklahoma State in this year.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Speaking of, you mentioned Steve Buzzard a while ago, good friend of mine, Mr.
Yep.
Butch Holland, listening and watching right now from Stillwater. Steve Buzzard's a good friend of mine at church. Great guy.
You know, Steve.
Small world.
Steve gave me a big hug the other day when I saw him. He knew my mom and you know, told me, you know, how he felt, and actually had sent me an email before that. And Steve and I are still great friends. He's still there in Stillwater. We lived a block and a half from one another until Jimmy bought this house, and now we live 6 blocks away from each other because we moved a whole 4.5 blocks.
I like how he says, when Jimmy bought this house.
She made me buy the house. She worked on me for 4 months, and you guys know happy wife, happy life, right?
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
So she could see the vision of this mid-century modern house, which it is a cool house. I saw dollar signs, and I saw me becoming Tom Hanks in Money Pit. That's exactly what I said. And so I was nervous. And so for 4 months, she's like, I really think we could make that a special. And finally, I'm like, all right, let's try. And we end up getting it. And so we're having fun with it, but there is a lot of work to be done.
Does she watch a lot of HGTV?
We watch so much of that. It's unbelievable. So she's got that on there all the time.
Her and her sister sit down and binge watch something.
Yeah. Because that's what Jimmy does. So it's fun for her to kind of see what other people are doing. And, you know, some of the best ideas are stolen anyway.
Well, Chip and Joanna did this in one episode. How come it's taking you all week?
Yeah, I called
That's right.
I called DirecTV the other day and said, can you please take HGTV off my package? Please.
Just that.
Yeah. I don't care if there's an upcharge.
Your wife would kill you.
Yeah.
Your wife would kill you if you got that done. You better hope they say no to that deal.
So what do you think of this field?
I love it. I mean, I'm proud of it. I mean, Stacy Satterwhite really was the guy pushing this stuff hard and was out there. He's the guy that went and sold a bunch of these suites. He called me and wanted to kind of get some idea how we did it in Stillwater. And I know a lot of people did this, but I'm proud that my buddy, I mean, he was so passionate about this. Even though he's a Welch Wildcat, I mean, he knew Miami needed this. He knew his boys were coming up, and we're lucky we had somebody like Stacy and all these other people that got behind it. And the field's unbelievable. You know, why in the heck did NEO originally build the stands over there where you're always looking in the sun?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the hottest press box on the planet. I've never been hotter in my life than I was in that press box for the 8-man All-Star game a few times, you know, in July. But no, it's changed so much. I've seen the locker rooms that NEO has. I've not been in the War Dog locker rooms, but I love that we have our own nice locker rooms instead of those things over there we used to run out of. But, you know, we didn't care. I mean, we love being War Dogs, and Bob Homer could get us fired up. I mean, he'd show us. I remember what he'd show us is Tinker Owens films. Before a big game, he would show Steve Owens is the Heisman Trophy winner. Tinker Owens was the highlight reel.
Right. Yeah.
That guy could do it all, and he would have us so fired up watching those old War Dog videos, and we'd come out here and hit, like I said earlier, hit Bixby right in the mouth and beat him when we weren't supposed to, and we were always that overachieving school, and I think you're right. I think we're on the right track here, guys.
You know, I always tell everybody, when we got off the bus, we believed we could win.
Yes.
And it didn't matter who we were playing.
Remember how they used to line up the cars when we would leave and everybody's headlights would be on, and Ronnie Coker and I'd be sharing headphones and listening to In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. We were so ready to play when we'd get to this field. So
that's like, I tell everybody, we always believed we could win. It didn't matter who we were playing. I mean, I remember we went to Tulsa McLean one night. They were ranked number 1. And
we put a
I
whooping
think you
on
were
them.
quarterback that night.
I wasn't on at quarterback. I was playing wide receiver, but I had a couple of crack blocks that night that I think that guy still remembers.
And we knock them off down there at their place.
Yeah, we whipped them.
And I thought we were going to die getting out of there. Remember
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were scared. Hey guys, I'm going to get out. Thanks so much for letting me come up here and gab with you guys. And again, thanks to all my friends and War Dog family.
Kickoff, Dandy. Fielded at the 2. He's going to come right up the middle and get stuck.
Oh man, did he?
20-yard line.
Well, Larry, I'll tell you, we interviewed Steve Owens last year on our show. We interviewed Jason White a few years ago.
Yep.
And you're right up there with him, man.
Yeah, right. I just don't have a Heisman.
Oh,
but let me tell you this: my parents loved this town and lived in the same house for over 50 years at 104 F Northeast, and they're both gone now. But it's so great to be back home. This is home to me and Lance, and I know how much love's out there for my parents, and we're gonna have a great celebration tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And just thanks to everybody who sent condolences and been thinking about us, praying for my mom. So appreciate that.
I went by. I saw where your mom had passed away the other day, and
stuffed him.
I actually drove by your old house over there.
Yeah.
And I remember your mom and dad being in a lot of War Dog games, even after you guys were
gone.
Oh, yeah. Your mom and dad was here, and you'd see your dad at the baseball games.
That's community, I mean, my dad, I'll say one thing. My dad is the first guy that got me thinking about announcing because he did our Little League games. And I remember him letting me do an inning when I wasn't playing. I was playing I probably played the early game, and this is the late game. And I thought that was so cool. And I'll tell one story after this, and then I'm getting out of your hair.
Okay. Snaps back, handoff. And he's going to be met in the backfield. The swarming defense by the Dogs tackles him for another loss.
Clay McCormick in on that. Matt Horn in on that. Carson Folks in on that.
All right, so what I was going to say is my dad called my one home run over the fence. And I'm only going to say this because I want to throw Dusty Beckemeyer out there because he threw the pitch. I knocked it over the fence in Little League. We were 12 years old, and I'm rounding second. My dad's on the PA, and I hear him. You know how professional he is. Yeah. He goes, "That's my boy," and I'll never forget that. But if you see Dusty Beckemeyer, say, "You really threw Larry Reese his one home run?"
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's fantastic.
All right, guys, go War Dogs. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you, Larry.
Another sack in the backfield.
Matt Horn.
There'll be 2 flags on the play.
Probably holds.
Larry, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, Larry. It's been fun, bud. Legendary Larry Reese right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
That's thrilling.
And, very humble guy. He's not going to – he doesn't want to be called legend, but I'm telling you, a guy that's been that successful out of this town and been there for 29 years.
Yeah.
That blows me away. I didn't have any idea he'd been 29 years. But, if you've ever been to an OSU football, basketball, wrestling, whatever, you've heard his voice.
Yeah, my daughter walked in here a while ago. She had some raffle tickets to sell, and she come walking in here, and I took my headphones. I said, "You recognize that voice?" And she eyes got huge, and she's like, "That's him." I was like, "Yeah, that's him. That's the man."
I'm sure there's probably a lot of Sooner fans that have heard his voice too, and probably didn't like it because he's probably saying, "Here comes Bullet and touchdown and all that." So, but no, Larry's a great guy.
4th and 13. Sequoia's going to punt. Burris is back.
It's going to bounce.
They're going to let that bounce. Oh my
that hit.
Goodness.
That hit a War Dog, and Burris is going to cover it
up. Who did that hit?
Looked like number 21.
Who is 20? We got the lights turned off in here, and I got my glasses off.
Mora.
Oh, Ulysses. Ulysses, dude, I think he's going to play soccer with us this weekend. We got a big tournament, so I'm going to have to give him some grief about that.
But the War Dogs do recover it, so good thing. 10:22 to go here in the third. And, again, please bear with us on that interview with Larry. I mean, he didn't get back down to town much. That was a good interview for us to have a friend of ours that we grew up
talking
with.
to that guy.
And so now we're back to football. And I think Chad Davis probably be up here in a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
But
well, and Ken Clark come up here. We were going to talk to him. He's one of our big sponsors. And
Burris gets one catch.
You're going to have to secure that ball, Damien.
And he gets to the 50.
Boy, he fought for that.
Just about a yard short of the first down.
Defender had him by his shirt tail.
That was the only thing that probably saved a touchdown
there.
Because if Burris gets an open field, he can fly.
Gone. Yeah, he's gone. He turns on the Jets. He gets about 5-yard head start, and you ain't going to catch him. Yeah, so our apologies to get there.
But, Ken Clark is our C4auto.com halftime show. We appreciate him having Larry Reese here tonight.
That was fantastic. Yeah.
Handoff up the middle.
That's McCleary. He's got a hole.
He's in the clear.
Boy,
35, and he's going to be drugged down. about the 26-yard line.
And there's
and that's going to be the
flag.
horse collar. That's going to be a horse collar, and that's going to tack 15 yards on the end of that.
And Gabe got in the clear right there and turned on the Jets, and he did it. Did you notice how he was carrying the ball a little different?
Yep.
Had that thing a little more secured. May have slowed him down a little bit, but
they're actually going to mark the ball at the 27. They're going to call a horse collar right here. And that's going to add personal foul, horse collar against Sequoia.
Miami cheer squad going through the crowd selling raffle tickets. I didn't even know what the tickets were. See Alyssa Pendergraft right there.
It's going to move the ball down to the 17-yard line, so it's a 10-yard penalty. The first. Wait, nope, they moved it on into about the 13-yard line. So first and 10 from the 13. Snaps back. McCleary has it up the middle.
Got a big hole.
And he gets wrapped up, spun down
Boy, I
about
thought
the
he was going to
10.
get through that. They had him by the waist.
Penalty
another
flag. And I believe this one might be on the War Dogs for running their mouth a little bit.
A little bit of mouth. They're going to cost you.
Coach Gardner will not be happy about that.
He will not. He's got his hands on his hips. You know, and he is one guy that I don't think I'd want Zach Gardner mad at me.
No, and, you know, but penalties like this are just and I don't know which team it's on yet. I'm assuming it's on the War Dogs, and the way they're backing up, it looks like it is.
Yeah.
But these are just
silly.
uncalled for.
Just silly.
Unnecessary. They hurt your whole team.
You know, there's incidental things, but that's 15-yarder too.
Yeah.
Dadgum. You know, there's
It's not sportsmanlike conduct because they're running their mouth.
There's incidental things that happen, you know.
He's asking now. Coach Gardner's asking who it was on.
In the course of play. You know, there's things that are going to happen. But stuff like that, that's just, well, he's going to run until he pukes on Monday or Tuesday.
Now you come from a 2nd and 6
to
inside the
25.
10 down to a 2nd and 25. You know, it's like keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times the best thing to say is nothing. Peyton's going to keep this, finds a hole inside.
Gets to the outside,
the corner,
15,
make
10.
Oh.
And he runs out about the 6 or 7. They're going to mark it the 6.
He was seeing –
so he's going to be just 2 yards short of the first down. So he makes up a lot of that penalty right there.
Yeah, he did.
Actually made up all the penalty plus some.
Where are they going to mark it, Bless?
I think the 6.
6, yeah.
Yep. So it'll be 3rd and about 3, it looks like.
3rd and 3 from the 6-yard line. Miami with a 17-0 lead over Claremore Sequoia here early in the second half. 2
receivers to each side. Peyton with McCleary. He looks to throw. He throws it, but it's short. And one hops. One hop to Burris, incomplete.
That looked like something Gavin needs to quit watching his daddy throw.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 3.
He needs to throw like his mama.
And we're keeping the offense out there.
Now, guys, Bless, correct me if I'm wrong. We're streaming over YouTube now.
Correct.
And so if you want to go back and watch broadcasts,
go to wardogsports.com.
That's our YouTube page. And you can go back and you can watch any broadcast starting from now on. And so you can hear Larry Reese and get to enjoy his voice. Yeah, he came in and started talking.
McCleary takes a handoff. He bounces to the
Get
outside.
in there.
Touchdown, War Dogs! Another 4th down play, and this one goes in for 6. Going to make it 23-0 War Dogs. 8:46 to go here in the 3rd quarter. War Dogs in control. Extra point pending. Skylar Judd hustles out.
Yeah, Larry come in. He started talking, and I was like, just kind of awestruck there for a second.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have had him on here because it was like people out there watching us who are like, "Dang, that's a real guy." That
yeah,
guy,
yeah.
That guy
you
really
guys
can
are
talk.
You guys are garbage.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, we need to fire these guys and hire that dude.
Oh, no kidding.
And the kick is up and good. It makes it 24-0 War Dogs, and I couldn't afford Larry anyway.
No.
Look at me trying to talk with my deep voice.
Look at you. Nope, just quit. You're faking it. You sound terrible.
Larry might not be quite as funny as us, though.
Probably not. I don't know. He's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give us something up on him here.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that one. We're funny.
We'll go with that. We are funny.
Whether it's right or not, we're going to go with it.
That's what we're going to hang our hat on.
All right, guys, I'm going to run a few commercials here, and we'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
War Dog fans, are you in the market to buy or sell a home? Then Enio Realty Group, with its 14 sales professionals, are here to serve you. At Enio Realty Group, they are focused on residential, farm and ranch, commercial property sales and marketing, as well as real estate auctions. Enio Realty Group will provide you step-by-step guidance through the process of selling or buying your property. They want the experience to be one you enjoy and will do anything in their power to remove the stress and uncertainty. Enio Realty Group, where your dreams matter.
All right, guys, kickoff is a big return by Sequoia, but there's a flag on the play. So let's check this flag.
Did you make it back in time? No.
We did that interview right through.
You're right through when we
halftime.
normally would eat.
That's normally when we'd eat, so. Looks like the penalty's going to be against Sequoia, so it's going to back this up. Nice return by them, but here's the backup beeper.
And my buddy Butch, you guys are definitely more entertaining. Well, thanks, Butch. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Butch.
Known that man literally my whole life.
If we had War Dog Sports T-shirts, I'd send you one.
Yeah.
But we don't.
Hey, we're about to. Why don't you tell the folks about the store?
Well, I can't tell them yet, but.
Okay, what's coming?
We might
it's
have
coming.
Oh, no.
No, wait, Matt.
Ooh.
Come on now.
We got away with one right there.
Yeah, he did. And Rick Simpson's letting him know about it, too. Matt Horn with a hit, a good 4 yards out of bounds.
And he's hurt.
In fact, he's hurt. He's slow to get up. Leland's going to come over. Do you want to take a break here, Bless?
Yeah, we got an injured player, so we're going to take a break. We'll be right back on WarDogSports.com. All right, welcome back. He got up and ran off on his own power, so that's good. War Dogs lead 24-0. 8:32 to go here in the third. Snap. He's going to throw, and it's dropped.
Oh, he's going to pout about that for a minute, and I would too.
He's going to bring up third and about 1.
So War Dogs well in control of this one here. About halfway through the third quarter, not quite halfway through. I've been impressed so far, Bless, especially with that defensive line.
Oh, absolutely. Defense played lights out.
I really have.
Handoff.
Nope.
He's going to get.
Well, I tell you, that was sneaky. I didn't even see where the ball was.
He's going to get about 7 yards, first down.
Of course, I probably should put my glasses on.
To the 41-yard line for Sequoia.
Oh, hey, that's much better. Yeah, I think it's cool that Coach Simpson's out there and Larry's up here and, enjoying the fact that, he's the guy out there still on the field that coached him.
Snap is back. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to be stood up after about a 3-yard gain and drove back.
Well, and Larry was right. The War Dogs are just really controlling that line of scrimmage.
Which is really good to see.
That is. That is good to see for sure. One wide receiver down here at the bottom of your screen.
Drops back. He's going to throw to him. Pump fakes. Now he's going to keep it.
And that's
right there is Carson Folks and says, no way, brother.
He stays home, stays disciplined, stays in his lane. No place to go there, Chief. Didn't over-pursue, didn't overrun him. That's just good coaching right there.
Yeah, Carson Folks did a good job.
Yeah, he did.
He never left his spot. And the quarterback expected for him to bite on that pump fake and move out. And he did not. He stayed right there and made the tackle.
And Carson and Ulysses, this past powerlifting season, we got a flag. Got some mouth, looks like. This past, is this going to be a sideline warning?
I think so.
Yep, scooting them back. So this past powerlifting season, Carson Folks and Ulysses Moore were both in the 145-pound class, along with a couple other guys, and then Jonas was in the 132, I think, and those two divisions really got us.
Hand off up the middle, he spins. He's going to be short.
Oh boy,
he's going to be about a yard short. Oh, well, he's moving up. Maybe about it's going to be close. Actually,
it's going to be close.
He's where he started out marking it, but as he walked toward us, he got over closer to the.
Yeah, he did.
He got the first down.
Short.
No, he got it.
Did he?
Yep. That extra effort got the first down. So inside War Dog territory at the 49, 1st and 10.
And this is the best drive that Sequoia's put together so far.
6:33 to go here in the third. War Dogs lead 24-0. There's Tassie Peter.
Yeah.
Be stacked up right. Ball's loose. Ball's loose.
What do we got?
War Dogs got it. Fumble recovered by the Dogs.
Nice.
Let's see who comes out of there with it.
I didn't see who had it.
I didn't either.
Clay McCormick's lost his helmet.
I think he's lost his mouthpiece.
He's looking around for his mouthpiece. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know who came out of there with it.
It may be in that guy's arm that he was eating. He's got an equipment malfunction out there. His helmet's broke.
They'll get
He's
that
got
one
his
fixed
mouthpiece
quick.
in his mouth, yeah. They'll get that fixed.
So the War Dogs take over right at midfield. 6:13 to go here in the third.
Sequoia was actually putting a decent drive together. First decent drive of the night, really, for him. And so far, War Dogs are winning that turnover margin. And that's just critical. It looked, we lost that one early.
Peyton keeps it, goes up the middle, and he's going to get about 3 yards. Bring up 2nd and 7.
I might turn on the lights in here, Bless. There's Jacob Beebe coming off the field right there. I just wanted to see who that was. Big kid.
Hand off to McCleary up the middle. Spins. Puts a hand down. Gets the first down and more. Gets down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 War Dogs.
Yeah, Jacob, talking about him, sophomore, 6'1", 280. Getting a little playing time there as a sophomore. Didn't see him much last season. In fact, I think he's new in.
I think he came in from McCormick, who was getting his helmet fixed.
Yeah. But I think Jacobs I don't think he was at Miami last season. I may be wrong about that.
Gavin back to pass. He's on the air one out.
Heave that out.
And Burris makes the catch. Touchdown! War
see Damian Burris was spun all the way around? He turns around, finds the ball, comes back to it, gets it secured, gets in the end zone. War Dogs put another 6 on the board, and this is getting out of control for Claremore in a hurry.
Makes it 30-0. War Dogs. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Judd's going to see if he can put another one in. Make it 4 for 4. Ball's down. That's good, too. So Judd's 4 for 4 so far tonight.
31-0 War Dogs. We'll be right back after these messages on WarDogSports.com.
Nothing will make you smile more than a War Dog win and a visit to Family Dental Associates. Great smiles last a lifetime, and so does our War Dog pride.
Lessons are learned here. Traditions are honored here. Memories are made here. Pride is instilled here. We are Miami Public Schools.
We are War Dogs! We are War Dogs! We are War Dogs! This is the War Dog way!
Welcome to War Dog Nation. War Dog fans, are you in the market to buy or sell a home? Then Enio Realty Group, with its 14 sales professionals, are here to serve you. At Enio Realty Group, they are focused on residential, farm and ranch, commercial property sales and marketing, as well as real estate auctions. Enio Realty Group will provide you step-by-step guidance through the process of selling or buying your property. They want the experience to be one you enjoy and will do anything in their power to remove the stress and uncertainty. Enio Realty Group, where your dreams matter.
All right, welcome back. Set for the kickoff, Skylar Judd. He approaches the ball. He's going to kick it deep.
Boy, he's been so good on those. Get out.
Oh!
Ah!
Rolled out of bounds about the 3-yard line. It's going to be a penalty.
Dadgummit. I thought that Sequoia player was actually going to pick it up, which would have been a mistake.
So that's going to give them the ball. Is that the 40-yard line?
I'm not sure, boys. Yeah, that's where they're moving the chains.
Or the 35.
35-yard
line.
So Sequoia going to start with decent field position for once, not backed up against into their own end zone.
There he is. We was talking about you a minute ago.
Man.
Hey, I like those shirts, by the way, Chad Davis.
Is that a hint?
Yeah.
I was looking down at the coaches. I was like, man, those are some sharp shirts.
I need an XO.
The key to hiring coaches is hire them that'll give AD stuff their same coaches do. That's part of the contract negotiation. Good to see you, boys.
You too.
Good to see you too, sir.
It's been a good night so far.
I'll tell you what, our defense is playing lights out.
Yeah, they've really got after it, haven't they?
Look right there.
Look right there.
I mean, huge heads. Is that Clay McCormick?
Clay McCormick, yeah. No, I've been really, really impressed with our kids up front. I mean, we've really won the battle up front.
We have. That's when Larry Reese was up there. He commented, Clay's
not getting up here.
Not getting up real quick.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break while he's being attended to. We'll be right back. WarDogSports.com.
What about my boy Darwin coming back and surprising the hell out of me?
Whoever said college kids are afraid to get their hands dirty has never been here. We've got a 200-acre farm and an equine facility equipped with 60 horse stalls. And we don't stop there. We've got 11 student groups and hands-on learning opportunities across 4 different degree programs. Come visit us online at enio.edu/AG and learn why we're the #1 place for Aggies. Enio Ag, branded in tradition for 100 years.
Nice Concrete Construction is Northeast Oklahoma's leading concrete contractor. Founded in the mid-1980s, Nice Concrete Construction has come a long way since the early days, offering services for all earthwork, commercial concrete, residential concrete, and specializing in road construction and concrete parking lots. Big or small, Nice Concrete Construction has got you covered. Give us a call at 918-540-2259 or look us up on Facebook.
Never worry about your medications again when you use Osborne Drugs Pack My Meds. Pack My Meds packages your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications by the dose. Individual packets include the date and time that you need to take them. Up to a 30-day supply of every pill you take comes in a convenient box, and each packet can be easily torn off. It's safe, convenient, and you never have to worry or be confused about what medication to take or when to take it. Osborne Drugs in Miami.
All right, guys, we're back. Clay McCormick hustles off under his own power. It looked like a cramp, so you're probably going to see Clay back after he gets a few fluids. And in fact, you're not going to keep that kid off the field.
No.
He'll be back.
Yeah. Tough kid.
We are joined by Chad Davis. I don't remember if I said that before we went to break, but our athletic director here at Miami that leads this well-oiled machine. Another big tackle in the backfield by our defense. Tanner Maple in there, as well as look at that, Mason Clark.
Mason Clark
playing really well. I mean, his mom has really taught him how to play well.
You know, he is going to have heartburn from all the people he has absolutely eaten alive tonight.
Yeah, this is
thrashing people up front.
This is the way you want to open up. Now, a lot of football left. You know, 16 minutes of football, but up to this point, this is what you want. You want to be at home.
Confidence builder.
Great crowd, beautiful weather for week 0, and you want to come out and play well.
Yeah.
Hand off another. Get him.
Got him.
Look at that. He stuck with it.
Yep.
And who's that? Horn?
Looks like it.
Yep, that's Horn.
Matt Horn.
You know, it looked like he had him stopped, but he never gave up on the play. He ends up wrapping his legs up and bringing him down. Gained a few yards, but it's still 4th and 10. So I think at this juncture, are they going to punt or are they going to go for it? I mean, you got to start trying to get some points on the board at some point, but it looks like they are going to punt.
Yeah, 4-possession game, so again, a lot of time, you know, turnover, special teams. You know, you may want to watch a fake here.
Yeah, some stuff could happen.
But you probably still play field position if you're them.
He's going to
block.
Oh, there it is.
Tanner Maple with the block. And the War Dogs get it on the 20-yard line. Who recovered that?
That was Throneberry.
Yep, Throneberry with the recovery. Maple with the block. Again,
I knew he was going to get one.
I'm telling you what, Brad.
He's been so close.
I guarantee you Brad Omer's probably going to be walking in Coach Davis's office Tuesday morning and saying, "Hey, Coach, I need a raise. Did you see what my defense did?"
How about a blue Under Armour hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love my guy Homer, but no. Hey,
outstanding job.
The kids are ready to play, guys.
Well, they are.
And that's a testament to the staff.
Yeah,
you guys are
you're
dead
right.
on. The kids are ready to play tonight, and it's really, really fun to watch.
I love watching Brad Homer's energy on the sidelines.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny because last year I remember talking to Brad Homer right after our kids ran out of the tunnel at Claremore Sequoia, and he was on the sideline with War Dog gear on again, and that fight song went off.
Oh, look at Gabe McCleary.
That's
he's dragging people down to the 5.
Boy, a couple spin moves right there. Looked like he's on Madden.
But Brad was like, Coach Davis, you have no idea the goosebumps that went through my body just being back on the sideline. And then here's what's cool is we get to do it again this year with David Gilstrap.
Yeah.
I walked up to him and said, Gilly, how are you going to feel, man? You got the gear on. You're on the right sideline finally. And he's like, Coach, don't even talk about it right now.
Yeah.
So
get wadded up a little bit.
But, man, our staff, we got the right guys in the right spots, boys. I can tell you that.
Gavin's going to keep this one.
That. He
spins.
Tuck it away.
Boy, he ain't quitting.
He's going to be down at about the 4, inside the 5, close to the 4.
Boy, he delivered a little punishment right there. Number 8, a little slow getting up.
Well, you know, I think, you know, we when Coach Gardner got hired, he brought some guys in that first year. But, you know, he's been putting just a couple more additional pieces in each year or this year. And, you know, of course, Coach Homer came in not as a defensive coordinator when he first came in, but he's been promoted to that, correctly?
That's right. That is correct. Yes, sir.
And doing an outstanding job.
Yep.
You know, bringing in Coach Gilstrap. I love the War Dog connections.
Yep.
I love them.
Well, and you got a longtime vet, Rick Simpson, who just bleeds blue.
Yeah.
Patrick Billings, guys, another.
And Gavin just
kept
stopped.
that, got another couple yards.
Now, we call Simpson grandfather time.
Yeah, but it's another young guy, Patrick Billings, who's a War Dog, who's on the football staff now and also going to help Coach Gilstrap with wrestling. And then you got veteran Matt LaFay, who's been here a long time. You know, and then you got Adam Till, who was Gardner's right-hand man at Afton, and he's really came in and really transformed how we play up front. And then Zach Henry, member of that state. I mean, guys, we got really good people on this staff.
Maple pounds it into the end zone. Touchdown, War Dog!
Yeah. Got down here close, had to put that ball in the hands of one of the horses there, and just through sheer willpower and weight room strength.
37-0 War Dogs, 1:32 to go, third quarter, and Skylar Judd will be coming out to tack one on.
We got some weapons this year, guys.
Yeah, I really, Coach Gardner and I talk obviously multiple times a day, and I was telling him how much I really like the skill kids. There's a lot of different ways. Got a little Thunder Lightning with McQuarrie.
Yeah.
Maple. You got Gavin, who's just athletic as heck and run and throw.
You know he gets that from his mom.
I did know that. Yeah,
100%.
Without question. I remember her. She was a stud. But
He had to throw a while ago. Looked like something his daddy would do. But the rest of them's been good.
And one thing, guys, that we go back, it just seems like just the other day we were up here doing this, by the way.
It does, yeah.
But, some of the stuff that and maybe people got sick and tired of hearing me say it, even my first year here with Coach Rice and his crew, and then even last year with Coach Gardner, I kept talking about the weight room and the transformation of strength conditioning. And we raised all that money to do the upgrades, and it's starting to pay off.
Oh, yeah.
Do we want more than 50 kids on a roster? Sure we do. We want 70 here at Miami, 75. So the numbers will come, but what we've got, though, is we got a staff and a bunch of kids who have bought in to what it takes for us to be successful here, and not just here at Robertson Field in football, but for softball and basketball and soccer, and just name them all.
Yeah, we're building athletes.
We are building athletes, and we're not getting pushed around as much anymore.
Oh, we're controlling that line of scrimmage
We
tonight.
are dominating, guys, the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And it's because our kids up front, and it's not just physically, but mentally. The weight room builds mental toughness as well.
Sure.
And our kids now believe that they should be winning those one-on-one battles, which obviously turns into some positive stuff on the scoreboard.
We interviewed Larry Reese earlier.
Yeah,
today.
I haven't got to see Larry yet. I'm going to see him tonight.
You can go on YouTube and listen to the whole thing. We're broadcasting over YouTube now.
Oh, wow. That's right. Bus said that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so you can go on there.
Big return here.
Oh, no.
And Throneberry cuts him off, and then the rest of the War Dogs
catches up.
Physical.
gang pile there.
I like how they're flying around the ball.
I love it.
About the 37-yard line, Sequoia will take over. When we was talking to Larry, we was talking about when we were here in the late 80s.
Well, he's slow getting out.
We weren't always the best teams.
That's cramp.
Physical.
But when we got off the bus,
physical,
we believed we could win.
That's right.
We believed that we were going to give them everything we had. And we did. And like I say, we didn't always come out on the winning end, but they knew they were in a ball game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Obviously you guys know I grew up just right north of here, so
right.
I mean, I wasn't as engaged as I am now, as our family is now. But even being, I knew what I knew about Miami War Dog football is they were tough,
right.
And like I said, they may have went 7-3, and then won a playoff game and got beat in the second round, but nobody wanted to play Miami because they knew how physical and blue collar and just work ethic and. They were going to hit
Gritty.
you, and, they may not have had just freaks all over the field, D1, D2 type kids, but they had a bunch of, back road Oklahoma kids that tear your head off. And,
bunch of hay haulers.
We need to get back to that reputation, we can win here with our kids.
Absolutely.
There is no doubt in my mind that we can win here with our kids.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
We have to – we're in the process of resetting a culture, and, guys, we're just in the embryo stage.
Yeah.
We have a long way to go. We really, really do. But it's really nice every now and again to see a rosebud bloom like
absolutely
this. When you come out and you really see it against another program who's very similar to us. They got a great coach over there and Rob Gilbreth, a great staff. They coach their kids right. They got a bunch of good blue-collar kids at Claremore as well. But, this is a team that, when you're trying to take the next step, you need to come out and do this to people like that. Because guess what? We still got to play Wagner.
Oh, yeah.
We still got to play Grove. Still got to play Coutu. Still got to play Uga. So we can't get too ahead of ourselves, but we're going to take these small victories because our kids have earned it.
Handoff inside. Horn's going to stand him up and wait for the other War Dogs to come help finish him off.
Well, I love
Gain
how
of
they're
2.
gang tackling.
So, but you know what I'm saying, though, to finish my thought? I mean, our kids have earned this.
Yeah.
And it started in April and May. And then it continued on in 4-week summer session June, 4-week summer session in July, and then the last 3 weeks of camp. So I don't want to diminish anything, but at the same time, realism has said, and you got to pull the cart back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a long way to go to get to the next level, but obviously you're starting somewhere, and this is a great way to start that.
Yeah, exactly right. You're talking about just a reset of our culture, and that's just huge. Any program, any business, any building
That's right.
has a culture
That's right.
in it. I mean, you
Yeah.
could go into each individual school here in Miami, and that building has its culture.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of similarities, but just how the people relate to each other is just the culture. And I think you're exactly right. You know, just have a reset of our culture here athletically.
Yep.
And it's going to pay dividends. It already is.
Sure. Well, and even in your guy, I mean, you just name, put yourself with what you do for a living, whether you're a teacher or whatever you guys do. Just you win with people.
Yep.
When you surround yourself with great people,
sure,
you give yourself an opportunity to win.
Right.
And I think we've got good people in place.
Absolutely.
I really do.
So four fingers in the air. We're going to start the fourth quarter. We're going to go get some commercials going on, and we'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
War Dogs lead 38-0.
Was Larry okay? How was he with his mom and everything? I mean, was that?
Nothing will make you smile more than a War Dog win and a visit to Family Dental Associates. Great smiles last a lifetime, and so does our War Dog pride.
Lessons are learned here. Traditions are honored here. Memories are made here. Pride is instilled here. We are Miami Public Schools.
We are Wardogs! We are Wardogs! We are Wardogs! This is the Wardog way!
Welcome to War Dog Nation. War Dog fans, are you in the market to buy or sell a home? Then Enio Realty Group, with its 14 sales professionals.
All right, guys. We are back. I'll start that commercial over when we get back. We won't short him. Snap is back. It's third down. The throw.
Get that.
Caught.
There we go.
And I believe it's enough for a first down. It is.
Good little phone catch.
Good stick.
But he got
Keaton
stuck.
Jinks got there right on time. Chad, when we got the pass interference when Keaton did earlier, same kind of play. Did he get there early?
Boy, it was a good play.
Oh, it's so bang, guys.
It was a good play.
God, it's tough.
I'm biased. I'm as biased as they come.
I mean,
I think it was a good play.
It was. You guys know me. I'm an ODB guy, so I'm always going to love. I'm not going to complain about our kid doing it because I'd rather have that than the alternative. But what about the pass interference being reviewed now in the NFL? I mean, am I the only one that hates that? I mean, those games are going to take 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just think
it loses some of its personality.
Well,
of the game,
and I think you have to have some human element in the game still.
We got a flag here.
Yeah, we stonewalled them at the line. They gained about 2.
Are you probably going to get a hold here maybe or a face mask?
Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right. You take some of the human element out of it.
Face mask, dogs.
When it slows the game down so much too. It's just
so we talked about the pass interference, and so what is different, guys, tonight with the officiating crew?
It looks like there's more of them out there.
There's 6 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's different. We're used to 5. So this is something that the OSSA is experimenting with. Our 6th official, so he's on the opposite side 40, is Jared Phillips, who's reffing in the NFL.
Really?
Grove native.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's our assigner for our officials in this area, but he refs NFL games. He's our 6th official
and
tonight.
He's out there on the other sideline.
They're going to get a first down. He gets outside. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 26 or 27-yard line.
Keaton Jinks gets there and saves the touchdown, really.
Yeah.
If he'd have got by Keaton, he's gone.
Trey Littleaxe checks in. And BB checks out.
So, we'll see how the 6-man deal works. Yeah. They implemented it because they made some pretty decent changes to the 25-second, 40-second play clock in high school ball. It now works very similar to the college level, how it resets, and, they're trying to get the games going a little quicker in between play to play. So that's the reason for the 6-man.
Handoff up the middle. He's finding some success there. They haven't had much success there. They've popped that one for about 8 yards.
Well, there's some good misdirection right there. I was confused myself about where that ball went.
Well, I think we put some.
We got some younger guys in.
Well, we still got McCormick and Clark.
Yeah.
Littleaxe is checked in.
You're right, Johnny. They got some. There's some young, which is great.
Yeah.
Get them out there. We're a young group anyway.
Yeah.
Let them get out there and.
Carson Folk's still out there. He's becoming a veteran now.
I'll tell you, and a good little player for us.
Boy, he is.
Pass, caught, first down, and he trucks a guy, but he gets down inside the 10 to about the 7, first and goal Sequoia.
Watch how quick he'll run this clock. Watch this. See him right there already.
Yeah.
40 seconds.
Yeah.
So they're
starting to roll already.
That's kind of that new deal, which our clock gear needs to. Here we go. Just a new deal. I don't know that I'm indifferent. I mean, it doesn't. I'm good for the game. The flow of the game. So, I don't know if any AD in the state's good for paying another official, but
right.
That's what you do.
Snap is back. Handoff up the middle.
He's going
pretty good.
Ooh, that was close.
Pretty good play there.
We stopped about the 5.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the 4 maybe. So it'll be second goal from the 4.
Well, once again, guys, I think we're still undefeated at halftime. Miami band, Miami dance, Miami cheer.
Yeah.
Just golly, right out of the gate, just great.
Knocking it out.
Oh, I mean, it's unbelievable.
I'm kind of partial to the cheer squad.
Yeah,
though.
you should. Yeah, you should be. Thank you to the Cole organization with Cole and Lindsay Shoemaker being here tonight. They're our game day sponsors. Again, got great game day sponsors lined up for the rest of the year. Community came out. Great crowd tonight.
Just a
great opening day all the way around for War Dog football.
Good way to set the tone.
Love it.
Snaps back, handoff.
Get him.
And
he's going to score.
He scores. Touchdown, Sequoia. Good for them, though.
Well, we didn't keep him off the board. I like seeing the blanks. I like seeing a clean sheet.
There went Brad Homer's hat.
Yeah.
Well,
throw it?
forget it, dude.
Yeah, bottle of water
Hey,
now.
can I have it instead?
Yeah, sure. I'll hook you guys up. I got some really nice Under Armour jackets coming for you guys, by the way.
Oh, nice.
So,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Does the head of War Dog Sports, will he be mad if the logo's not shining, if it's not being,
It'll be okay.
It'll be all right.
I wore this to work today in Grove. I did get some looks, too.
Did you get some guys at Grove? I mean, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
They
working on
don't
it.
start till next week.
Right. Yeah. Well, obviously, 0 week for us.
Right.
There's about 30% of the schools that play
and
games.
they're
You may
extra
actually
points.
know the guy,
Good.
Jake Hardesty. He used to
No.
coach at Grove.
Really?
And he left Grove Public Schools to work on the family farm. He's been looking for a way to kind of get back involved.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. Do you get a Grove guy though, and
Yep.
you extend them? I mean, obviously, we want to beat their rear when we play them.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
but it is really cool that you're able to extend out. And,
That's why we're not going
and
to
help your buddies.
broadcast it.
That's right.
We
yeah.
can't be. We can't be.
I told the
biased.
superintendent down there, I said, when he asked me, how are you going to do Miami games and Grove games? I said, you don't want me doing Grove games. I said, I'll be rooting against you the whole time.
Yeah. Hey, at least you're honest, man.
That's true. So, well, you guys are the best. I mean, appreciate you. Apologize I got up a little late today,
It's
but
all good.
I'm first game, man. I'm back.
That's great.
I got to get myself reset again.
Yeah.
So, but man, you guys are the best. We appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, and I'm gonna see if I can get down here and see if I can see these boys celebrate up close in front.
Hey.
So,
I told Jessica when I got here tonight to get Who Let the Dogs Out ready because we're going to need it tonight.
well,
And she's got to play it quite a bit.
I'm glad. Let's see if we can do it again for the next couple of weeks here.
Sounds
Jay
good.
America next week, and then back home here for Talcott Sequoia to end our non-district, and nice bye week, and then get into district play. And here we go.
Yeah.
See if we can put it together. So.
Yep, and I think
Loving it.
I'm going to have Zeb Neese and Brian Machado on in a couple of weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, to talk about the new
Talk
Yeah,
complex.
about
the
Cool.
youth sports.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
asked,
that's
Zeb,
good. That's a
Zeb
good
asked
project.
me today about that, and I said, absolutely, come on.
Very, very
Love
cool.
it. Because I've always said your high school programs are only as good as your youth programs.
Without
Because
question.
That's where it starts.
You got to get them.
And
Got to
you-
get them loving the game then, and
Yep.
it's easier to love the game when you have great places, great facilities to get them better at.
Yep.
So,
Exactly right.
well, you guys are the best. We'll see you
All
soon.
right.
Appreciate you,
Thanks,
man.
sir.
High onside kick
Appreciate
will
it,
be
bud.
taken
See
by Throneberry for a fair catch about the 22-yard line. Again, that was Chad Davis, our athletic director here at Miami Public Schools. We appreciate Chad. He takes pretty good care of us.
Well, he does. I tell you
And,
what, we really appreciate just the support we get from the school district as a whole.
Right.
But especially him. I mean, he's our liaison with the school district.
Yep.
And
And,
He's-
he always calls me if he needs something. I call
Yeah.
him if I need something. And we always take care of each other on where we can. And
super accommodating.
They love what we do. We love what we do. And we love doing it for our dogs.
Yeah, it's fun. It is fun.
So War Dogs, two receivers each side. Hand off to McCleary. He gets
There's
bottled
just
up
nothing
inside.
There was just nothing. He was hunting for a hole, and it just wasn't there. He was bobbing and weaving, but there just wasn't anything going to open up.
McCleary's going to lose about a yard.
I think Clay McCormick's doing a little jawing out there. He was pointing towards the scoreboard there as he was talking to one of the Sequoia linemen.
Two receivers each side. They
Oh.
jump off sides.
That's either I don't know if we might have moved a little early.
Yep, they're going to call
False start.
False start.
Yeah. they're going to back us up a little bit.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 16 from about the 19-yard line. Swingle's going to check in. Nope, no, he's going to check out.
You know, I'm looking down here
He's
through the
ran down.
roster, Bless, and I'm just seeing some names that weren't on last year's roster, and they're juniors and sophomores. They're not freshmen that just came in. So we've had some kids move into the district.
Hand off to McCleary. He's going to move ahead for about 2 yards.
That's good to see.
Yep. You know, we went many, many years with kids moving out, transferring out of the district, go to play somewhere else, even though they were still living in Miami. And that's never good for a program. And so I like it. The kids are staying home, participating. Makes a big difference, though, when you got a leader like Chad Davis.
Yep.
Actually, let me start. A leader like Jeremy Hogan.
Yeah.
Down to Chad Davis. Down to, you know,
Zach Gardner.
and
the whole
right
rest
down
of the
through
coaching
the staff.
Yeah.
Peyton's back to pass. Rolls out.
Oh,
He
he's
airs
gonna
one out. He's
get
got
there,
a man.
get there.
Swingle.
Oh,
Just a little
couldn't
short.
quite get there. Seth Swingle trying to run up underneath that, and just a step too far for him.
It's going to bring up 4th down. It's going to be a punting situation for the Dogs. Dogs lead 38-7.
Hey, I like it.
6:41 to go in the
Still
ball game.
taking shots. You know, I bleed crimson and cream, Bless, and it was really kind of hard for me to not talk a little smack a while ago.
You know,
just respect, you know. I just did.
Yeah, and Larry, I mean, he has respect for OU.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you know he does. But snaps bobble. Peyton still gets it off. High end over end kick will bounce about midfield and be fielded by Tanner Maple. But you know, Larry's been there a long time, and when you've been in a place that, you know, like he said, he grew up an OU fan.
Yeah.
But of course, when you go to a school
and then make you living there,
right.
they gave you a chance to make you living, and you're a legend there.
And yeah, he is definitely.
Yeah, like I said, my daughter come walking in, and she heard him talking, and she's like, "Is that who I think it is?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is." You know, Bless. We were talking earlier about, you know, the people we've had in here to interview, and you know, we had Steve Owens last season. We start off this season with Larry Reese.
Yep.
And I'm still looking forward to you pulling off Billy Sims.
I can do it.
I want to make
That'd be about a 4-yard gain for. They're going to give him all the way to the 45, so a 5-yard gain. Be up 2nd and 5. You know, I was hoping that when Kiefer Thompson was here.
Oh yeah.
You know, Kiefer grew up here and he's part of Thompson Square. He sang here a few weeks ago at the county fair at the 100th anniversary of the county fair in Ottawa County. And but wasn't football season yet, so.
Yeah, I know that'd have been cool if we could have made that happen.
Get
there, Clay.
And he's gonna be hit and drove out of bounds.
And guess who that is? Carson Folks.
Carson Folks
picked that kid up and threw him out of bounds.
And that was created by Clay McCormick. Flushed him out of the pocket.
By McCormick, met over there by Carson Folks
for a 2-yard loss.
And you talk about, you know, besides being just fantastic athletes, just a group of good kids.
Right.
Carson's at my house pretty often. Clay's at my house pretty often. You know, they run around with Jonas and Eli and just really great kids.
Hand off. Up the middle. He's got some room. He'll get a 1st down. He'll be slung out of bounds and gang tackled.
Carson
about the
Jinks
40,
got there first.
Just past the 40, but it is enough for the 1st down.
Carson Jinks is a freshman, 5'10", 150 pounds. Getting some minutes in right there and got to stop. He came from all the way from the far side of the field.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Claremore Sequoia at the 40. 4:49 to go in the ball game. Well, War Dogs lead 38-7. But no, it's always fun to have some old War Dogs back, get them in the booth and talk to them. And that was
there you go. Ate that up. I
believe that's going to be Mason Clark coming off the ball in that pile.
And Keegan Kamumo was just choking that runner out.
Claremore Sequoia player down.
He put him on the ground and just was driving him into the turf.
We're going to take an injury timeout here and play a commercial. We'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Whoever said college kids are afraid to get their hands dirty has never been here. We've got a 200-acre farm and an equine facility equipped with 60 horse stalls, and we don't stop there. We've got 11 student groups and hands-on learning opportunities across 4 different degree programs. Come visit us online at neo.edu/ag and learn why we're the #1 place for Aggies. NEO Ag, branded in tradition for 100 years.
Nice Concrete Construction is Northeast Oklahoma's leading concrete contractor. Founded in the mid-1980s, Nice Concrete Construction has come a long way since the early days, offering services for all earthwork, commercial concrete, residential concrete, and specializing in road construction and concrete parking lots. Big or small, Nice Concrete Construction has got you covered. Give us a call at 918-540-2259 or look us up on Facebook.
Welcome back, folks. There was an incomplete pass while he was gone. We didn't get that commercial ended before when the player got off the field. Incomplete pass will make it 3rd and 11 now for Sequoia. We're down to 4:07 to go in the ball game. War Dogs lead 38-7.
So we've gotten several texts tonight from people that are watching the game. And, hey, if you got my number or Bless's number and you're watching the game, give us a text. Let us know you're watching, or shoot us a message on the Facebook page. We love to hear from people, and we like it. We got people listening from all over the state, all over the nation, and literally all over the world. Ball's on the ground. War Dogs recover.
War Dogs going to recover that. That is Casey Perry.
Yeah. He just moved into the district. Casey is senior, 5'9", 170. And picking him up a loose ball here in his first game wearing the War Dog blue. So with a tick under 40 minutes, clock is rolling now. A tick under 40 minutes here left. War Dogs lead 38-7 and have possession at the Sequoia 46-yard line. Shotgun. Peyton takes the snap. Looks like he's going to keep this. He's looking for room. Cuts back inside.
That's actually Kristen Revis running
Oh,
the ball.
was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's going to get a pickup of about 6.
And I saw something fantastic right there that I love. Christian Revis got a hold of Gabe McCleary's jersey and pushed him into a block.
And Christian Revis is the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Gavin Payton is done for the night, it looks like.
Good. Get Christian.
Absolutely. Get him some reps.
Get some reps. He's sophomore. He just got – Gabe McCleary comes off the sideline, and he's like, man, I just got used as a shield. Who's that with the ball?
I didn't see that. I saw it was 2 something, but let me check the number when he gets up.
I think it's that's 20.
John Berryman with the run there. And he gets
Berryman,
about
sophomore, 5'9", 155.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 2.5. We got some backups in here now playing.
Yeah. Hey, good. Get them some time.
Trey Littleax in there on the offensive line. Excuse me.
Trey's also our backup field goal kicker and punter.
You got Caden Thompson in there. You got BB in at right tackle. Snaps back. Revis going to keep this up the middle. He's fighting for yardage.
There.
He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 4th and 2.5. Actually, moved it back just a little, so maybe full 3 now, 4th and 3.
So Drake North taking the field. Drake, a freshman, 5'9", 170.
That is Chad Davis's nephew.
Oh, okay. Drake listed as a running back / linebacker. Revis back to the huddle with the play.
Drake's a little bigger than Berryman. So
another new name out here, Logan, is it Mefetridge? Sophomore, 6'1", 150. He's lined up down here.
Timeout War Dogs.
Timeout War Dogs.
So we're going to take a little chance to get a couple more commercials in here for our sponsors. War Dogs lead 38-7, 129 to go. We'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Never worry about your medications again when you use Osborne Drugs Pack My Meds. Pack My Meds packages your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications by the dose. Individual packets include the date and time that you need to take them. Up to a 30-day supply of every pill you take comes in a convenient box, and each packet can be easily torn off. It's safe, convenient, and you never have to worry or be confused about what medication to take or when to take it. Osborne Drugs in Miami.
Security Bank and Trust Company is your full-service, locally owned community bank that has proudly served the Miami, Oklahoma area since 1922. Security offers you 3 convenient locations, 2 in Miami and 1 in Afton. At Security Bank, our staff works hard to understand the industry you operate in, working to nurture new ventures and help provide capital for key strategic decisions. We offer tailored solutions in a wide array of industries. What can we do for you? Thank you for banking with Security Bank.
First down run right there by the War Dogs while we were gone.
Yeah, Revis picks up the first down on that 4th and 3. Now Gavin Payton will check back in, as well as the starters for Miami.
Just a shade over a minute left.
Shocking developments here.
Yeah.
That we're bringing our starting lineup back in. I wonder if it's because Sequoia didn't bring any of theirs out.
I don't know. Maybe so.
Actually, we're setting up for a this is the victory formation.
We're going to take a knee.
That's why we brought the starters in, because it's victory formation.
That's the best formation to have.
I love the victory formation. So, War Dogs going to win this one, 38-7.
Boy,
they
are fired up. Crowd on their feet. Lining up at the 50. Nicely done. Bless, I saw some stuff that was just fantastic tonight. Yeah. We had a few little mental mistakes. Had probably some, some first game jitters there. That first drive where we lost that fumble.
Hold on, the boys took the cameras down. Let me put something up there.
Okay.
All right. At least we got a graphic.
Yeah, I got a graphic. But had some first game jitters, I think, but looks like we got over those pretty quick and dominated that line of scrimmage tonight.
Yeah, we did. I mean, up front.
Both sides of the ball.
We won.
Yeah.
Up front, we won.
Yeah.
We saw the guys really take control. Our defensive line.
Unbelievable.
We had that early turnover inside the 5 when we was, heading into the end zone. And that kind of hurts when you get a turnover like that. But they
shook that off.
Oh, yeah. They bounced right back from that. The defense came out, made a stop, got us the ball back, and then we started punching it in. Defense gives the ball back, punch it in.
Yeah.
And you got to love a night like that. Coach Gardner's got to be extremely happy. I know the kind of coach that Coach Gardner is.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to love these kids. He's going to tell them how great they did. But come film day,
they're
going to see all the stuff they did that was wrong.
Yeah.
And, but that's how you get better.
Yeah.
Because some of these mistakes we made tonight will really cost us against a Wagner.
Oh, absolutely. Catoosa.
Yeah, they're going to cost you some of them games. So you can't make some of these mistakes later in the season.
Yeah.
Early, you can kind of get away with some of those. Later, you're not going to be able to. So, and I know
they'll get it correct.
I know they watch a ton of film.
They watch our broadcast.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Look, they're all going to the locker room. They're happy
fired
campers.
Up.
They're happy campers.
They will not sleep tonight.
And so the coaches are going to sit down here and talk a little bit before they go in and talk to the boys. But, we got some work to do now.
Yeah.
We got to name a nutting, paint, and body player of the game. And this is going to be a tough one, the first one. Because
do we want to do an offense and defense?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, I'll take defense. You take offense.
Well, I think offensively, even though we had some really good things happen, I think you have to go Gavin Payton.
Sure.
You gave Gavin, I think he scored 3 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown.
Yeah.
So I think, not take it back, he scored 2 rushing and 1 passing.
Yeah.
So 3 touchdowns he accounted for. So I think Gavin's got to be the guy. The quarterback commands the offense, leads the offense. A lot of times offense goes as your quarterback goes.
I think we only had 1 false start tonight.
That was a huge.
That's huge.
Yeah.
We didn't kill ourselves. We had some personal foul penalties. We had 1 down there, I think, for some mouth probably. Pushed us back 15 yards, so those things get worked on. But really a disciplined game, all in all, compared to some of what we've seen before.
I agree. We had a couple. We had a couple of unsportsmanlike conducts.
Yeah, we got to get control of that.
That you can't have.
You can't have that
because against other teams, those are really going to cost you.
Yeah.
But all in all, penalty wise, we did well.
Right. You want to hear who I think defensively?
Yeah, because that's the tough one.
Tanner Maple.
Tanner Maple.
He was in on nearly every tackle. Yeah. I mean, he was making things happen. It'd be close. Tanner Maple, Clay McCormick, Carson Folks.
Yeah, Carson Folks played like a beast.
Those guys got it done. But I'm going to give the nod to Tanner tonight. He really played lights out on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I agree.
But he really defensively from his middle linebacker position, he had several tackles for a loss. He had some sacks, and he got some things done.
Yep. I'm really pleased to start out a season with a 38-7 win.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have been pleased with a 8-7 win.
Sure.
But come out and dominate like they did and score 38 points. It's huge. This is a springboard into the next week. Next week we got Jay at Jay.
It's going to be tough.
Jay's always a tough,
gritty,
gritty, physical team. But you know what? We showed tonight we're not scared to get physical.
No, we're not. This is the most physical I've seen them play.
And so we've broadcasted a lot of losing seasons, and where we only won one game, and it's great to start out a season with a win.
It is
because that
started off last season with a win
right,
with the same team,
right? And I mean, it gets you headed in the right direction.
Yeah,
makes your kids believe, makes the people in the stands go, man, I can't wait to come watch this next one. So I look for a good crowd to travel down to Jay next week, and see what we can do down there against the Bulldogs.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it.
Not sure exactly where we're going to sit at Jay. We'll probably be in the stands with the fans.
Probably, yeah, that's fine.
And I like that. I like being with the people. And but all in all, I think we came out pretty much injury free. I didn't see anybody that didn't go back in that came out.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. The running backs, Gabe McCleary, who played corner last year, didn't really run the ball much last year, looked pretty decent.
Yeah,
tonight.
he did.
And and then Gavin,
get him in an open field, and that kid's got some speed.
Yeah, and then you got Gavin who can run the ball. Maple came in and ran the ball decent.
Yeah, he did.
Time or
Just
two.
when you need a tough few yards.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to get them for you.
And we got to get some young guys in the game, get them some playing time. First game out of the season. I'm just pleased really all the way around with the way the night went.
I agree. Me too.
And again, like I said,
it's encouraging.
It is. And Coach Gardner has these kids believing in what he's putting out there. I believe in what he puts out there. He's got a great staff that he's built. So the future is bright for War Dog athletics as a whole.
I agree. And, we've been saying that here for a couple of years.
So, anything else you got to add?
I'm good, man. I got to get on the road. We got to go run all the way to Tulsa still tonight.
Oh, wow.
And stay in a hotel in Sand Springs because Eli has a soccer game at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and we have a tournament. It's going to last all weekend, so we're going to be in Tulsa area, Sand Springs, all weekend
you don't have
for
to work
soccer.
Monday.
No, I don't. Yeah, it's fantastic.
All right, guys. So thanks for logging on, watching our broadcast, our first one on YouTube. So remember, you can go back, you watch this game at youtube.com, look up wardogsports.com, and you should be able to rewatch this game. I think it'll make it easier for people to find us. It makes it easier on my pocketbook, which is really important. And I think once we get it all rolling along, it would actually be better for us,
I
our
agree.
fans, our coaches,
well,
our kids.
I'd like it'd be easier to go back and watch games.
Right.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we made that transition tonight. Next week it'll be a little bit of a transition too, because we're using new equipment on the road as well. So, if we're not on right at 7, which I hope we are, bear with us, and we'll get it taken care of for you. We can also now with the YouTube post it on our Facebook page. So even if we have a technical problem with our equipment, you can still see it on the actual Facebook page. So we got
a lot of options.
We got options now that we didn't have before. But guys, again, we thank you for logging on and watching. Make sure you catch us again next week. We're not going to do a coaches show this year. They frees me and John up a little bit during the week and frees Coach up. It really took some time for us to do it. We both have different things going on in our lives this year that would make it a little more difficult on us. So I think we're going to skip the coaches show this year and just roll with the Friday night games, and we'll go from there. If we maybe we'll pick it up again in a year or two, or whatever we decide to do. But And really, that's the only night Coach Gardner gets off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's coaching.
Let him have some downtime.
The middle school and JV and everything. So, all right, guys. Again, I'm rambling now. But thanks for logging on and watching. We appreciate it. If you get a chance, thank our sponsors. Until next week, for Bless Parker and John Bearden, God bless.